I think it's 170.
Yeah, it's 170. We're going to talk about...
We're going to talk about a toy kind of mood.
Yeah, I did not do that. Maybe I did do that. Guys, I'm still learning on the job. You there?
I'm here.
All right, cool. What's up, everybody? Everybody in the chat. Let's, you know what? I want to be on this side.
I know. You seem comfortable on that side.
Yeah, I'm a little more comfortable on that side. We're going to get into the topic tonight, which is Yojo June, our wants and our needs. But before we do that, Tony, would you like to go say hi to some people that are already out in the chat?
Let's do it. Let's say what's up in the chat. Looks like we got, oh my God, we got Philly Jones. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, Philly?
I thought he was talking to Moody, but it's just our mood. He's saying. Justin Hardison, classified 1990 Salvo, please. He would be perfect to go up against the recently released Metalhead, The Ride of Might. I agree, Justin.
That would
be cool. But does he have enough stuff to be a deluxe or just a regular release? I do not know. Gotta say what's up to the homie Black Genghis. Why you bring Salvo up? Oh yeah, maybe. Oh my God, that thing is bigger than he is.
You say things tonight, they're gonna pop up on the screen. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of fun tonight, a little bit of interaction. So, guys, be ready for a Q&A. We're gonna pull your comments up and try and answer and pull stuff up on the screen at the same time. So, yeah, I think Salvo would be killer against Metalhead.
Just back to the chat real quick. Just showing props to the ATKM crew and rep and replay squad. Black Genghis, what up, KJ? I'm the question. How we doing, bro? Somebody named Tony's Figs talking to people. Stanley, you're watching the 3 POA, as my distinguished colleague calls them, the 3 POA.
That's right.
3 POA. And we got Lawful 57. What up, people? What's
up?
Got my GI bro up in here.
What's up, bros?
Oh my God, Liquid Identity. I'm always in a good Tony kind of mood on Wednesday nights. Sorry, that was awful.
Tonight's a bald kind of mood.
Yeah.
Got 2 bald guys hosting tonight.
2 bald guys with a drink in a hand.
All right. So we're Toy Kind of Mood is here with a lull.
Gotta say what up, fellas. The DJ 5 Ash. What's up, buddy?
Yo.
Richard Burns in the house. We got Cougar McGillicuddy. Yo, 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 yo. Got some pasta pierogi. There we go. Some Johnny B54. Justin Booth. What's up, my guy? And got the man, the myth, Gun Bunny Customs. Good evening, bro.
Gun Bunny, you better hang out. We got something to show you. I guess you had something to show us, but you'll see what I mean.
Got Rachel, otherwise known as Mike Rhea, maybe repeater. Oh, I made a repeater custom. Sabir. Yeah. What's up, Sabir's in the house. Yeah,
what's going on?
Got Frank Cruz in the house. FC Viper and Paul Galliano's up here. Howdy. That's it for the chat, man. You guys, oh my God, Captain Action Pants. That's awesome. What up, dude? Take it away, Baldy.
I love that profile pic.
The chat is handled, buddy. All righty.
Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Here, let me answer one more here. I am. They're bringing me in.
That's the member. That's the newest member. We jumped him in, Carlos. It's all good. He's repping Toy Kind of Mood now. We didn't whip his ass that hard, but he's one of us now. He's one of us.
The only thing I don't have to truly be one of you guys is the jersey. Where's my jersey?
Oh, you got to get the jersey, man. Damn. Slickalicious. Got to hit Slickalicious up. There he goes. There it goes. Nice. I was sporting the Iron Grenader jersey the other night.
Yeah, those things are badass. One day. I'm not too worried about it. You guys all have earned it. I'll earn my wings at some point.
And your wings so you can fly.
That's right.
Right on. Joe stuff. Hell yeah. Here we go.
So, Tony, since it's the two of us, they left it up to the best looking of the crew.
That's right.
Which is understandable. It's fine. I think we're gonna go right into kind of your comfort zone to kind of start things off. Which before we get into Yojo June, a big thing in the community is customs, and nobody knows customs better than you do. Is that right?
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's a lot of power punchers out there, everybody, that I'm trying to hang with, but it's a lot of fun because the customizing community, if you don't gatekeep, there's a lot of fun you can have, and everybody shares their techniques, their style, and everything, and it's just it's a cool crowd to be involved in, and they're very, very helpful with everything.
It's a great crowd. Now, when I dabble. I definitely dabble. I do what I call easy customs. So something that kind of like a pop, boil and pop custom.
There you go, man.
So nice. This is my Major Blood Python Patrol.
Repping the yellow sleeve.
Yeah, I think he came out pretty cool.
Yeah, it came out really nice. Really,
it's pretty cool, but
you should throw the dog tags on them.
You know what? When I picked them up, they fell off earlier.
Oh.
And then I just threw his helmet on. But there you go.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. That rocks.
I want a smaller dog tag, like maybe something off of the Action Soldier.
Yeah, I got them. I put them on my Vietnam dudes.
Yeah, I mean, I know that the Action Soldier is the worst. I can't do that accent. It's the absolute worst figure out there, but it is what it is.
Oh yeah, there's Gun Bunny. He does love that yellow. He loves the Python Patrol and the Tiger Force.
Oh, I thought he might like that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I like to keep it pretty simple when it comes to my stuff. You get really in depth with it, and then we thought tonight that we would highlight just a few of the customizers out there in the community.
Yes,
which
sir.
Does everybody know Ray? I'm gonna add Ray's work to the screen.
Ooh, the incomparable Ray Murphy. My name is Ray Murphy. I think it's GIJAF on Instagram. Ray Murphy on Facebook. That is the Sparrowhawk. That's an Action Force character, and he rocked it, dude.
Yeah, now this is the original Action Force, the UK version of G.I. Joe. And this is where some of these characters that you're going to see, they come from the comic series, right?
Yeah. Battle and the Action Force comics, their version of G.I. Joe, they called it Action Force, and this Sparrowhawk SAS Trooper is insane. It's a beautiful paint job. Ray always rocks the paint job. I'm always trying to up my level to his, especially when it comes to camouflage, but that boy gets crazy.
That dude spends a lot of time on that. That's a lot of dedication. It is artwork. I mean, when people customize, it's artwork, right? Yes. I mean, it's people really getting creative, making their own. And that's what's great about this G.I. Joe Classified line is that there's just so many options for us to do that. So I always like to highlight the community, especially with this kind of stuff, the deep cut stuff. And Ray is no exception to the rule. I mean, look at this.
It's fantastic. With all that the Action Force characters he's got, they look great. I mean, their own version of G.I. Joe was awesome when you get into these characters and you're able to make them look the way he does. I mean, he just puts out great work.
I'm surprised that these, like if I zoom in here, right? Well, not on myself.
Hi, Baldy. Oh, that's
my bad. It doesn't matter. I was going to zoom in on the figures themselves, but really, like, I'm surprised that these have not shown up on another channel, like a larger channel, as a leaked, true GI Joe classified figure. That's how good these are. That I'm
Oh yeah,
surprised some of the bigger channels aren't pulling this, saying, "Oh, this is what's coming next." These are so good.
exactly. Those are awesome. And he gets down. I'm just really happy to be able to meet him at Joe Fest. He's coming all the way from Ireland to Joe Fest to have a few beers with us.
All right, am I allowed to go to that?
Sure you can, buddy.
Yeah.
You'll be right with me.
All right, yeah, I'll be right there with you.
Hell yeah, dude. You drink some Guinness, something, whatever he wants to do. A couple shots maybe. I gotta shut up. I'm getting in trouble.
Yeah, but it's really cool that we get a chance to kind of highlight some people here, and
Yeah.
I think that anybody that's not following Ray, go on his Instagram. You know what? Is there a way for us to throw it into the comment section here?
There might be. I think
I'll figure it out. I'll
back
throw it
page.
in there at some
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I just want to answer
Oh, there we go.
Carlos's question. He's asking me what paints do I use most, glossy, flat, or other. I use acrylic paint, and it's usually matte, so it's going to be flat. I guess he's asking because I don't need any of my military figures looking glossy. They're not. Nobody's shiny in that world unless it's goggles or something like a wetsuit. You can paint it set with a satin finish or something like that. But usually it's matte, and if it comes out too shiny, I'm using the Krylon acrylic matte to make it look flat. So I never use the glossy paints. Is that what's
So, so this looks really clean, just like your stuff. Now, when I've painted figures before, I get that paint rub. How do you avoid that?
Avoiding paint. If you really want to avoid paint rub, see what I do. I'm just getting into selling some and doing customs for people like I used to. But for me, with the paint rub, you got to take the whole thing apart if you can. See, especially if they have pins in their elbows and knees. Take it all apart. You gotta sand. The points that touch is gonna give you paint rub.
Yeah.
So there's a few techniques you can use. Get rid of that. Collector Express. He takes a joint out and he'll paint, or he'll Sharpie marker the joint. So when you sand it, you take off the Sharpie marker, you've basically set up to paint over that, and it gives you enough room to when you move the joint, there's no paint rub. Also, you can treat it with heat. It'll like kind of bake the paint into the joint and stuff like that. Getting into crazy techniques, but all that stuff will help avoid paint rub big time.
That's that's really cool. I never thought about that Sharpie marker trick. Listen, I'm still learning all this, but we got a super chat from McMurphy. Baldy wearing a Kiss shirt and talking Joes. We have reached the pinnacle of 80s kid toy streaming. Awesome.
You know it. Thank you,
I
McMurphy.
thought my beard was long enough, but I am a huge Kiss fan. And what's funny, McMurphy, is my oldest sister used to have nightmares. And it was Kiss in their nightmares, and it was Gene Simmons with his tongue sticking out.
With his tongue, the demon. That's the demon right there.
Yeah, that was the demon. So, that used to freak her out at nighttime. So,
look at this. Who's this guy?
David.
What's up, you dirty Fs? Just checking real well on lunch break from this cluster bleep of a job in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, that's so nice.
What's up, Spexter?
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, McMurphy, man. It is funny when we talk about it, and it is awesome, but my mom still has anxiety from that. But yeah, no, we appreciate the super chat. That's really cool.
Thank you so much, buddy.
Yeah, I just wish I could get to this level of customization, and maybe one day. Maybe one day. You guys really do spend a lot of time, and it really should be celebrated. So, however often we can kind of highlight the community, we'll take the chance.
Always, yeah, yeah. Usually we haven't done a Terradrome episode in a while. It's dedicated to total customs, some photography, but it's mostly custom Joe stuff. And who knows, maybe it'll get to customs of other figures too, not just Joe. We'll see.
Now, everybody out there doing stuff like this, you're playing with your toys, and that's the whole point of this hobby. Play with your toys, have fun. Next up, this is easily becoming one of my favorite customizers out there.
You got it.
Are you familiar with Gun Bunny Customs?
Gun Bunny, that's one of my bros in this whole G.I. Joe community, toy collecting, toy customizing, YouTubing. That's a brother right there, I can honestly say. You know, and he built himself a new little studio behind his house, and he's got a lot of room he's still messing with to do all these fantastic custom. This APC is it's insane. He had it up Cobra painted at first. It was like black and gray, more Terradrome. I hear you, GI bro. We're working on it. And yeah, man, he made this APC. He's a sorcerer with this freaking styrene.
Yeah, he's a beast. Yeah, if you go and actually, you know what, we might have something in here like kind of a behind the scenes, but
oh yeah, put that comment back up. That's right, we did that. We had it was me, Gun Bunny, and Cage's Customs, Johnny Reno. We're on last Friday. We're on the Island of Misfit Toy Collectors. It's Ryan Sweeney, Dreadnought Ryan's channel, talking about customs, going over Gun Bunnies and Cage's Customs and some of mine, and it was fun. And Ryan's a customizer in his own right. And, you know, it's a cool show. You check it out.
Yeah, no, I did. I got to see it on the replay.
No, Johnny, I haven't done any vehicles yet. I'm still sticking to my figures because I have no room. I have no room for the figures. I got the Vamp and the Hiss Tank on top of the Detolfs, and I'm just sticking with those. If I do anything else extra besides figures, I need to make a diorama, and it's going to be an armory because I got so much gridiron guns, so much guns from Marvel Legends. I'm going to make, and you got so many characters that can fit in an armory, you know, with little ladders and little grenades and little footlockers and it's going to be cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you got to kind of pick and choose. Are you going to do customs? Are you also going to do dioramas? Are you going to do vehicles? And, you know, the fact that question even came up and we were looking at Gun Bunny's APC here, I think it's just so cool the way he did that, but not everybody has the room for that. So you just said yourself, he built a studio. Not everybody has that kind of space. Right. And we'll get into that a little bit more when we talk about our kind of wish list or our wants for the HasLab and Yojo June. But that APC, that thing could be a HasLab.
Exactly. I got to spotlight my boy, Jared, Collector Express. He had me and Gun Bunny on his show not too long ago, and we were all customizing. And one thing with Jared, he don't care. He'll bust the Dremel out. Yeah. We're all customizing, and the speaker was loud, and every 5 seconds somebody's going, yeah. Fucking retarded. Oh my god, too much funny. Jared, you're crazy.
Man, that's awesome, man. Yeah, especially if you could do it on a live stream and concentrate. That's amazing.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's cool because they'll have one guy making custom capes and custom clothes, and I'll be painting a figure. I was painting Roman. I was painting the Punk's dog. I was customizing for him. Gun Bunny was the serious one. He was measuring everything for his APC. He was just going at it, and he was kind of quiet. And he's got some other.
He got in the zone.
Badass guys in there. They're doing some awesome customs, man.
Yeah, that's really cool. I mean, if we go back to this APC,
let's do this.
It just looks really amazing, and it looks doable, right?
Oh my gosh. That thing fits 10 figures in there.
I know. I think there's a picture here showing that. Let's
It's
see.
insane, bro.
Well,
And
here's like the
oh,
open view. Guys, the guys in the chats and the comments, what do you guys think of this? Would you guys love having something like this?
uh-oh.
What's crazy is, especially on the inside, there's not a lot of detail and you don't need it. Like,
Right. I remember the old one. It had all the seats. You could, it had all the seat. It had a couple long seat belts. It went from one
yeah.
end to the other.
But ultimately, it was would you say the APC, the original, was a carrying case?
That's what I used it at. That's what I used it as.
That's what I used
I
it
would
as.
take that sucker. I would take that sucker, load it up, because they had standing room only. After you sat everybody down in the middle of the aisle, they would stand up and had foot pegs for them. I
Yeah.
would go watch Saturday morning cartoons with my APC, and parents were like, "You're just taking one truck over there?" Yeah, but look, I opened it and all my Joes, like a shit ton of Joes were in there.
Yeah. I
That
mean,
I'd
I
buy
know
it. I'd
that
buy it.
they specifically made some of those things to be carrying cases, and that's what I always thought that the
Oh
APC
yeah,
was. And
exactly.
this is a great comment here: a vehicle to hide figures from your wife.
And you know it, but you can't hide nothing from her. It looks
Yeah,
like Model Misfit. Shout out to Model Misfit. He did the 3D printing for the turret, the gun turret that's down there. I'm pretty sure Gun Bunny will he'll correct me on that if I'm wrong. I think Model Misfit did that, the turret
but
on the top.
look at the nostalgia this brings on the right side here with all the figures sitting there. I mean, I remember
It brings
doing
back
that.
memories, bro.
That's
It brings back
amazing.
a ton of memories. Just all them sitting in there together. I'd imagine what they're talking about. All
They're
this
talking
military
about
jargon.
being happy Hasbros.
Yeah, talking about going getting a drink or something. What they're gonna do on leave. Oh man,
Yeah,
but
look
yeah,
at so many Joes in there.
I know. I want to ask Gun Bunny if he's gonna do any decals. If you're gonna put GI Joe decals, are you gonna leave it like this? It's fine either way. Hell yeah.
Gun Bunny, can you answer that question for Tony? Will you do any decals?
Any decals, any stickers, any. You're gonna leave it like this.
Would you
Are you
say
gonna
that the stickers back in the day that was part of the fun, or did you
oh,
hate that?
I loved them. I love putting them on. When I first got the Dragonfly and the Sky Striker, my dad helped me put them on, and then after that, it was all me. Oh, he's going to contact Bad Mother Tattoos and Customs. He's our go-to for all the water slide decals. If not, paint them.
Yeah.
Right on, buddy.
Anybody out there working on any type of GI Joe project, go on eBay and look up Bad Mother. The decals, they do them in 1/18th scale, right, and 1/12 scale.
Yes, he does that, and he'll do. Um, I think it's Jeff. Yeah, he'll do. I had special requests, bro. I had my Recondo. When I made my Recondo, he made the arm patch for me. When Johnny Reno, Cage's Customs, he did all the tiny all the patches that Doc has. He did it for the beret. He did it for he did Greer. He did GI Joe. He did Doc. He did everything for it. So there's nothing he can't do, man. It's just Bad Mother's a bad mother.
Yeah, Bad Mother definitely knocks it out for anybody doing anything. I mean, even with Gung Ho with the correct Marine decal for the chest.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yep.
Oh, here's a request here for the I lost it. Cobra
Cobra
Mothership.
Mothership. Oh my God, that'll be like a Gun Bunny HasLab, a bunny lab.
Oh yeah, that would be a project.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, that would be insane. But yeah, I mean, this is artwork. This is artwork.
Oh yeah,
I could see how, like, yeah, it might punch it up a little bit with the GI Joe decals, but I kind of feel like you don't need it. Like, this is just
yeah,
so nice
you
and
really
clean.
don't need it other than, I don't know, not even. I remember the Sky Striker had all the "don't step here, don't step here." Screw that. You don't need any of that. It looks good the way it is, man. It's insane. I like the axe and the shovel, and
Yeah,
that's the exact paint job that APC had. The tan colors, the tan
yeah, and it
camo.
came out really, really well. And just wanted to highlight those customs out there because, I mean, it's artwork. You guys should be proud of yourselves. Thank you for sharing them on Instagram and different social media because, listen, every time I see that kind of stuff, it brings back memories, and right, that's what we're doing. So it was really cool kind of seeing that stuff, and now I'm glad we got a chance to talk about it, and you answered my question about rubbing the paint rub.
About rubbing one out. Whoa! I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing in the story. I plead the fifth.
It's a toy kind of mood. Squiggle Vision Cinemax late night.
It's a baldy kind of crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah, and there's a lot
Man.
of love for Bad Mother out there in the comments.
Oh yeah,
So,
see, Toyomic rocks, dude. He's got all those 3D printed, all that pretty 3D printed stuff. Skyhawk,
yeah,
Water Moccasin, Devilfish, Awe Striker. Oh, we're gonna get into that later.
yes, we are going to get into that later. So, let's see here. We got a chance to talk about some really cool looking customs. But what we wanted to kind of talk about was, are you guys familiar with a Kickstarter? A Kickstarter for the beloved Airwolf. And what did I
Mm,
do here? I lost the picture. Sorry. This bad boy.
there you go. Dun,
Do
dun, dun,
we
dun,
have
dun,
anybody
dun.
out there in the chat that backed this Kickstarter? This might be the first Kickstarter where you actually want to kick the person that started it.
I was going to pull the trigger, but I'm thankfully I did not. I don't know
You-
what's going on with that. Yeah, Sabir, it did not make it. There's some stuff going on with this, some controversy. Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, I think it's yeah, so you got a lot of this, right? I I saw it, didn't back it, but heard about it. And here we go. Guys, it's going to ship. Wait, I hit the wrong one. Yeah, that's been going on for 3 years. So I will say my personal story behind this was before I even got into classified, I rediscovered my 1/18 scale figures, and it was right about the time that this was listed. It was in all the socials. People were talking about it. The Kickstarter started. Dude, the first time I read this, I think you just got to be, I don't know, sometimes you got to trust your inner cynical person.
Mm-hmm.
There was just something about it that was just shady, shady, shady.
You can't just jump at everything that looks great. You gotta do some research. You gotta
You
just
got
say,
to do some
hold on a
research.
minute.
You got to follow the wording, the presentation. It just screamed like, whoa, bad idea. I ain't getting my money back.
Yeah, and I'm like, Jared, I don't know. I don't know how you can, I don't know how you get around doing a Kickstarter for a licensed IP. I have no idea, man. But it was going, but so did he just take the money, or did he just not? Everybody gets their money back. I don't get it.
I don't
So
want to I don't want to speak too much about something I don't like 100% know about.
right.
All I know is I wasn't backing this thing because it seemed shady as F.
Yeah, here's what Richard's saying. I was tempted, but I didn't like how the guy handled comments, and now he made off with a good chunk of money. Oh my god, I hope not.
Uh, I mean, they're talking just a ton of money, almost triple digits, if not more.
Dude, wow. And then I
And
saw something that it's coming back. They're trying to renegotiate or something like that. I don't know if that was fake or real. I just didn't. I just stick my nose out of it because I never backed it.
no, wait, okay, guys, you guys all know I'm learning on the job. So I had
Why?
I had it pulled up, and I'm pretty sure I can pull it up again.
Yeah,
So
let me know what you need to do because I can do it too if you want to.
now I want to try it, and then if I'm really
Go
messing
for it.
up and people are getting annoyed. All right, so here we go. I got it. So
There you go.
this is the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter's still active. That page is still active, and there was this update today, which just makes me think this is such a
That's what I was talking about.
delusion. Yeah, this is such a delusional statement. The lady may be down, but she's not out. So after starting some controversy earlier this week with a cryptic post about, hey, I'm out of money. Don't contact me. I wish I had the screenshot for that. Oh, here it is.
There
Oh,
you
it's
go.
right here.
Oh,
So so after putting this out there about closing the doors forever, uh, for the part in my failure, and yeah, $70,000 raised.
oh my god.
But yeah, it's kind of addressed right here. Comment how you will. Blast my inbox. Throw me to the wolves on every social media platform. It's already all long been done before, and I care not. So when you're putting
Say that
things out
stuff.
there, and I don't know, I want to empathize with anybody. Okay, I don't think this guy went in there with complete ill intent to screw people over. I don't think
Right.
anybody really does that. But once you know it's beyond your scope, you need to stop.
Yeah.
You need to
It's like,
accept that. Like Tony, I
yeah.
don't know if you know this about me, but I make I make homebrew beer, right? And I have an
Nice.
annual party. It's an Oktoberfest party, and my beer always gets kicked, which is great. It's a good compliment. But I know it's homebrew. So if somebody, I had a friend say, hey, would you be willing to open a small brewery if we backed you? And I was like, no,
Whoa.
I, I can't make it on that scale. I think
Mm.
my scope is the homebrew scene. I care when I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to take somebody's money and not be able to turn it into something. And that's what I think happened here. This guy really liked having a 3D printer, thought he could produce something that he couldn't, and
Yeah.
it kind of went out of control. And then like somebody said in the comments that they were I don't know, the way he responded to people that show concern early on. I
Yeah.
remember quite a few funny back and forths where, dude, if your head's in the game, don't worry about what people are saying. Concentrate on the work.
Right.
The work is going to speak for itself. But
Exactly.
nothing ever came out of it, and I don't know, you had some larger channels backing it, and I think that's what helped get the Kickstarter to where it's at. Um,
Wow.
but
The
now he's
Kickstarter does
saying
not
he's
offer
got a
refunds.
backer all of a sudden.
Investigate. Yeah,
Uh,
I don't know.
I'm on a tangent here, Tom. Sorry.
No, it's just too shady. That one is too shady now. And if I mean if you backed it and if it doesn't offer refunds, there you go. I mean, how can I feel sorry for you? You backed it. It's either win or lose, you know. I mean, hopefully, because there's a lot out there that even the 3D printers who get into it and start kicking ass with badass designs that everybody's buying, sometimes it can get too much for them, and they're working out of the garage, like Gnome's Paint Shop or Figure Gear or stuff like that. They just, hey, I can't keep up with the demand. It's like everybody wants your shit so much, and you're so successful, but you overcommit yourself. It's like
Right.
there's ways to like calm it down, chill production, make some more, and then open it back up again. I guess I don't know. I don't, only I just know what
Yeah.
gridiron does.
Yeah, and
So,
then when you have a a large channel in the community backing it, and it's somebody that you trust, whether you like the guy or not, that's
yeah,
influence. That's the whole term influencer, right? So
definitely.
I'm not sure of all the channels, but I know the one that's brought up the most is I never say it right, Retrobe Lasting.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's kind of reminds me of Cameron from Feathers Jewelers.
yeah.
Yeah,
Michael French. Yeah, I
right.
think he said he backed it and he was promoting it, but he wasn't doing it, and he was trying to distance himself, and I would too. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to push it because I like it and I want it, but I'm not a part of it. I think that's what he was saying in his video or something like that. I didn't watch it all, but
I think that's
yeah.
what it was. And then, but the same thing, he's very similar to the guy that was making this, where he's very negative to the comments when people throw in their 2 cents. And
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just like, dude, if somebody's in here in the comments and, maybe they're laughing at me or laughing with me, it is what it is. I'm the one putting myself out here on YouTube,
Right, yeah. So you got to take the good with the bad.
You
There's
got to take
DJ.
the
Please
good with the
support me,
bad.
guys. I just launched my Kickstarter for 112 scale USS flag, 38 feet long, and I will personally deliver it to your house free of charge. 4,500 a piece. Don't worry, you can trust me.
Nice. Do you take
Why
Cash
trust you?
App?
I trust DJ.
Yeah.
He sold me a his tank. I finally bought it.
Is that a true story?
Yeah, it is. It is.
That's awesome.
DJ came through for me.
Well, DJ, if you take Cash App, I'm in.
Hey DJ, just play that song.
But yeah, it's just look, if somebody here backed it, I feel bad for you. I don't think you're gonna get your money back, but
No Stringfellow Hawk.
yeah. Too bad Super 7's not going to produce G.I. Joe Ultimates vehicles. I don't collect the Super 7 stuff, but
neither me either. But see that one?
some
I've
people
heard
are.
that. I have heard that.
Listen, I never want to say don't take your hobby seriously, but like enjoy your hobby. Once you start getting upset because of certain things, I don't know, maybe walk away. Maybe you need a break. A few people from Uncensored backed and received very poor quality kits, with a couple that were still pliable and wet. Wow.
Ew.
Yeah, that's kind of gross. Actually, I think I read that on Tinder somewhere. Pliable and wet.
It was a sticky?
It was. I was like, really, miss? This is what you want to open with? It's nuts.
Oh my goodness.
I like
That
this
is
one
dumb.
here.
I'll do it for 4,000 gift cards.
Gift
Pass a
cards.
pierogi. That's hilarious. Hell yeah.
So Derek back here said, this is why I don't do Kickstarters. Well, I can appreciate that. And a lot of people don't want to do Kickstarters, but you can get some really cool stuff. You have to watch the presentation. You have to trust it.
You have to be invested in that thing. Like the Kickstarter for the G.I. Joe for Carson's Omnibus, G.I. Joe Omnibus. That thing is the most beautiful thing I own right now.
Yeah. That is that's probably.
You got one, right, Baldy? Did you get one?
I got one.
Oh my
I'm
God,
still working on my video on it because
I know.
I
Oh my
truly
God.
believe that is the ultimate GI Joe collector's item.
That's the most beautiful thing. And the pictures he put in there, the little posters he put in there. I go to Gridiron. I go to Mark's place, and he's got some of them in frames already on the wall, and they look totally cool. It's like that's the end all be all Bible right there. I mean,
Yeah, you guys
I'm
see this?
liking.
You guys see this empty white space back here?
Yes, sir.
I keep procrastinating on what I'm going to put in there, and I think I'm going to put some of those pictures in there.
Yeah, that'd be
Kind of
awesome.
frame it out. Yeah. I would love it if Little Tykes, the company that makes outdoor slides and play sets, would get a license from Hasbro for a USS flag that's durable enough to keep in the backyard.
Oh yeah. What did Travis say here? Same here. Haven't done one because I wanted to read all of it first. I'm like a third the way through. Wow, it's astonishing. Hope to get a review of the Omnibus done by Joe Fest.
Yeah.
Woo! There you go, Travis. Get it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Trav, and I don't know,
Uh-oh.
maybe we can do a friendly competition, or maybe we can
Do a toy
part
kind of
one.
mood review of the Omnibus.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That thing is massive too. It's heavy.
That thing is, you kill somebody with that.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat that doesn't have the omnibus, you want to pull it up? You want to pull it up real quick? See if we can pull it up. That's a Kickstarter that you can trust.
Yeah. Oh my God. Let's see.
I mean, it's past the Kickstarter phase, but
Oh yeah.
but yeah, it's a really impressive collector's piece. And if you had to have one GI Joe piece for me, I think that would be it, because it's got the nostalgia from the front cover to the back. Yeah, so this is it. What's
someone's
the
getting
website?
it.
Are you on 3D Joe's?
I'm on the YouTube part because he's actually showing it and moving it. Because I'll see, watch here. I'll do it. Let me present this. Here, share screen. Share
Present.
screen. It's that one. Oh my gosh, share. There we go. It's just it's crazy, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
Yeah, he's just talking about
it's amazing. If you guys haven't seen it yet, check it out.
Just look at
it's all high res, and it's everything that you wanted when you were
opening up them pages.
Yeah.
Positive. Yeah, it's just, let's see if it'll work.
Is it freezing up on you? It's like,
it might freeze us. It might, but it's trying to work. It's just Carson. It's just his YouTube page where he did a little review on it, and it's just incredible.
Well, I think if that's going to freeze us
just
up,
him showing it on mute like that, it's crazy. Anyway, that's
we gotta. We'll move on from this so we don't get stuck, because there's a lot of people here that know how to use the World Wide Web, and they'll be able to find it.
But it's crazy. Adorned art. Yeah. I'll probably get out of it.
Pass the pierogi. That's actually a great idea, but we all know who would win that competition.
Right now. Stop sharing.
Yeah, that would be Punk would win that curling contest.
Yeah, it's getting crazy. Yeah, sharing YouTube locks you up. I'm gonna get out of it.
Yeah. Oh, look at this.
Uh-oh.
Have you guys seen this?
My goodness.
These 1/6 scale. It's Snake Supreme and Destro, and we'll get to Destro in a second. There he is. What do you guys think of this? Anybody in the comments? I'm sorry, in the chat, picking this up?
Picking these 3016 figures up. These are the big boys, right?
They are awesome. I'm a sucker for Cobra Commander. I mean, that's actually what got me into classified was that Cobra Commander. Punk cosplayed as Big Bow and curling the Joe omnibuses.
Oh my god. Yeah, Carlos, this is not my scale either. Blitz, what up? You're not late, brother.
Not, yeah, 1/6 is big.
Yeah, that's what she said.
What
It'd be
is
cool.
Barbie?
I mean,
is Barbie 1/6 scale?
I am not sure. It's definitely doll territory.
This is so these would probably fit comfortably in the Vanguard.
Oh God. Yeah. As long as you have cup holders for them.
Yeah. I don't know that. So like when you look at this Destro, right? You know, people are always like, what the frig is this? But this sells it right here.
Definitely. Oh my God.
He's so cool looking.
His
He
wrist
looks like
rockets.
an 80s villain. Actually, an early 90s villain.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I don't know what the price point is for these, Gun Bunny.
I'm looking it up too while we're talking. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up myself.
Yep.
Oh, all right. It's 150 to 170 ish. So
no, thank you.
That's double the cost of like a Mezco or a Mafex
Double
or a
my trouble.
Mafex.
Hell no, I'm trying to go to Joe Fest, baby. I just paid for my flight. Like
Yeah, you got to announce this in June after people went to Joe Fest.
Exactly. Buy this. No, thank you. No sale.
No, it is pretty cool. It's outside of my what I collect.
It's me too. Same thing. It's too that scale is too it's too big for where I display my figures and my collection, and I just don't need these. They're pretty. It's dope. It's pretty. Don't get me wrong. It's just I got nowhere for them. You know
Yeah,
what I
and
mean?
I'll be honest with everybody out there listening to us right now that my preferred scale, just out of comfort, is 1/18. I pretend that I'm a 1/12, and my girlfriend would definitely love it if I was a 1/6.
Yep, she probably would.
Yeah, she'd probably be a huge fan of that. To the broke house, in my opinion, they look great, but I can't do another 1/6 line. Right now, I'm just going to work on a few Motu. Oh yeah, I saw some of that Motu stuff. That's pretty amazing.
From Sabir? Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, I forget who makes the Motu stuff. Mondo?
Mondo makes some, I think.
Yeah. And they're freaking insane looking.
Did anyone who backed the Kickstarter get a wet omnibus? Not me, bro. Not me. I'll tell you that right now. Mine's dry as a bone. 6 inch, just not enough. Wow. You got to work that 6 inch. Come on, Liquid. 6 inch sub.
Yes.
I'm gonna get this. Wow. Kung Fu Joe, Fly Guy.
That's one of the best movies. That's like from 1988, right? I'm gonna get you second.
That or earlier. Yeah.
Keenan.
Yep. Keenan Ivory. He had a bunch of people in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that movie, and they're all sticking it to the man.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah, these are amazing. I just there's no room in my collection. I don't know. God, FOMO's kicking in. More for Supreme Snake Commander.
Big 3-0.
Yeah, these are amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't care.
Step on my bunion. Frank, you're dumb.
You
Oh
know,
my God.
that's where Major Blood would say, I lost my eye from a damn paperclip.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. Look at these. Anyways, no
Yeah.
1/6 for Tony.
No, they're amazing. I love this. The detail's amazing. If they can make it in a smaller scale, you know, that would be really cool. I mean, the detail is amazing. I do
It
love
is.
that this is the I'm gonna get you sucker line. You
Oh,
know,
the weapons look great. The weapons look very detailed and nice. They
yeah.
should be because they're huge.
You know what? When we go back to cast the G.I. Joe movie again, I want Harvey Keitel as Destro. That
He's
would be
too
Harvey
old,
Keitel
but
right
okay.
there. No, young Reservoir Dogs, Pulp Fiction, The Wolf.
Younger, okay. The wolf.
Yeah,
He's so short though, but he is a badass.
he's badass, man.
Yes.
Just amazing. Yeah, these came out great.
Let's just not start sucking each other's dicks just yet. Something my dad would say when they're all like, "Yeah, I did great. Yeah, it's great. Great job." Well,
Amazing.
just
Do you think we'll see these represented at Joe Fest?
that's a good question. Why not?
Well, you know,
That's the place for it. I mean, that's the place for we're gonna see some crazy stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
I'm
sure.
thinking.
For sure.
I'm thinking.
Yeah, let's
PWH, what's up?
before we dive into some Joe Fest action, let's look at some more of the comments here.
I have the old sideshow Joes that are starting to fall apart now, and the plastic and the head sculpts are starting to break down. I hope these can stand the test of time.
Wow.
Well, for whoever collects them, I hope so too.
Wow, those sideshows don't last that long? I mean, they're
I
not
don't know,
that
man.
old. Yeah, I'd be pissed if I were you.
Yep.
Wasn't that Viper? The Viper was from Sideshow, the one that actually showed the functionality of the goggles.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure. Mm-hmm.
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 Wow, I'm really behind on the comments. Guys, I'm terrible at this. Sorry.
I've been up there. I've been messing with them.
No, I know you have. I'm still trying to catch up to your speed. So
yeah, I've been putting them up there. Uh-oh. Okay. What's up, my Island Vipers? Island Viper. That's Terry. That's Terry Ruin's name. He's the Island Viper. What up, Matthew? Thanks for joining, buddy.
So Matthew, FC, Stanley, GI Bro, Sabir, are any of you guys going to Joe Fest?
Who in the chat is going to Joe Fest? You can hang out with me and Baldy and have a drink.
Yeah,
I'm a bad influence. I'm a bad influence, aren't I, Zen?
we'll actually be a little more lively down there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be doing a lot of woo! Like, I can't scream too much. There's people, like my mom is right upstairs. She's already mad that I'm broadcasting from the basement.
Matthew's going to DFW. That's right. He's going to Dallas Fort Worth. Matthew is going over there. He's going for, I want Matthew to get all the autographs, hang out with Larry Hama, do all of it. Go for it. I think Larry Hama's going. I think he said that. A bunch of creators are going to go back. David's going. G.I. Bro's going.
Nice.
DJ Five Ash might be there. I got to get a Tony's Fig shirt so you know who the hell I am.
Yeah. That's a great idea. But yeah, speaking of Joe Fest, we do have somebody that I know for sure is going to be there with us, and it is
Travis fucking Moody.
Travis fucking Moody. Who the hell? I didn't know who this guy was.
I would say that before today.
Dude, before today, I didn't know who this guy was.
What's going on, Trav?
Can you hear me now?
We can
Travis
hear
the
you.
Mood has joined
What
the
up?
chat.
Shout out to our new frenemies 3POA. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, we've been having a lot of fun with them
Yeah.
on the screen and behind the scenes. So it's been a lot of
for
fun.
sure.
Trav, are you going to Joe Fest this year?
Yeah, before that, I don't know if he's watching, but I want to shout out Chaz the Guru. Because speaking of frenemies, right? He's not a frenemy, he's a friend, but he got taken down by that infamous person we spoke about last week. And he's friends with our frenemies. So shout out to Chaz the Guru. His new Instagram is Chaz_the_guru. Let's see if I can pull that up.
Gotta put
And,
the underscores. I'm gonna look it up
let's
too.
see,
Chaz,
Yeah, let's see. Oh, it came right up. That's awesome. Cool. Follow
Chaz
back.
_the_guru. Guru.
I got it. I'll present it.
Yeah,
see if I can-
let's get that up there. And anybody in the chat kind of following along. This
Yes, Cook Island got my page disabled with a false copyright strike. Here's
oh
my new
God.
page. So he's the latest victim. It did it to Ryan Laserpants, did it to Lawrence, did it to Chaz.
What
Well,
is
I mean,
going on?
does Instagram just listen to anybody who wants a copyright strike and just does it, or it's automated?
It's got to be automated because there's no grounds for this.
And it's just stupid. And they do it for a while, and then you bitch about it, and then they put it back up. Here you go. And then all of a sudden you got two because Gridiron got it done because somebody said Gridiron was selling real guns. I'm like, are you kidding me? The guns are this freaking small.
What?
So that's why you have Gridiron's got 2 Instagrams, and they're probably gonna give Chaz's old one back. They gave Larry's old one back. It just retarded. I don't want to put none of them. Hey, it's Travis fucking Moody, Justin.
I love it. Love it.
Sorry, I was just ranting. Sorry.
We might get a copyright strike if we wear this at Joe Fest. Like he'll have private Canadian security take us out and escort us out of Augusta.
Take me out there. Let's go.
Maybe he's in cahoots with the Pinkertons or something. I don't know.
Yeah, class action. Punk, Chad, 3POA, Carson. Yeah, he messed with Carson too. Chad, and look at that. He's building what Moody would say a murderer's row of Instagram content creators and just giving them bullshit.
Yeah, let's take that last one off there. We don't want to give him any ideas, Matthew.
Yeah. Hey, we didn't know the super chats from earlier, and that was our guy.
Oh, did we miss the super
McMurphy.
chat? Thank you.
McMurphy. Yeah, it's this one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. 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 Thanks for your support.
Here's another.
Murphy. I thought we got that one. My bad.
We
I feel
did.
like shit now.
Oh no,
It's
we
cool.
did. We got it.
Yeah, we
early.
did.
Yeah, we did. That's what I'm saying. I was showing it again just because I guess he saw this.
I was telling the story about how my sister used to have nightmares.
War Chest, Class Action Island. Sorry.
Bro, this guy's a menace. So
Let's stop giving him more
I
airtime.
did notice that as soon as we started talking about Wiper Striker, the numbers went to like 70. It was
Swiper,
like
no
50.
swiping.
Yeah, the second you do.
So
talk
can,
about
maybe in Yojo June we do a Liper Island Hooded Cobra Commander topic.
I like when you said Liper Lyland.
No, it's
Class
Liper
Action
Island.
Island. This is my favorite one.
I just
Class
read that.
Action Island. Yeah.
Class Action
right.
Island. That's what he is, bro.
Yeah, it's awful, man.
He's not going to Augusta or his bot subscribers. Yeah, they're pretty much all bot.
None of his robots or bot, they're not going. Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
For sure.
Matthew, that's true. It's because 3POA ended. That's why some people came over here.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
usually what happens. But yeah, that's why we don't get to the
I
hot
don't mind.
topic
Shit.
until the beginning. Yeah, for sure. Where's
Get them
the
bad boys over here.
Oh, there we go. Here we go. Yeah, I want to shout out Ed from Joe Fest. He's going to be on a Punk with
Mucker.
Toys tomorrow. Shout out to our friend Larry. He'll probably check in later when the dog wakes him up at 3 in the morning or whatever he did last week, right?
Yep.
And then on the left, man, thanks Ed for putting my our logo right in the middle. No, I did that. It says it said starring Sergeant Slaughter. Yeah, we're not there yet. I mean, look at you. That would be funny if you had Dan Larson, who's probably got 7 million followers, and Pixel Dan, who's got like 7.5 million followers, and then there's Toy Kind of Mood with 2,500 up at the top. But you know what? Congratulations for 2,500. We made it. I mean,
That's good.
2,500.
Yes.
That's not bad for the little channel that could or whatever. So good job, guys.
You got to be up. It's an honor to be up there with Morgan Lofting, the voice of the Baroness. we made it.
We made it, guys.
We made it.
People are gonna watch this on YouTube by accident, like I'll see what we're doing. We're like, oh man, a Toy Kind of Mood. Look at that. But actually, it's funny, guys, because I mean, we could talk about it now, right? We're officially booked. We got our flights all booked today, right? Or last night and today.
Yep.
We all did it at once, almost, pretty much.
I ran to Instagram and said, told Ray Murphy, Ray, I'm booked for Joe Fest, bro.
I was excited,
you
too.
asshole.
I told the whole world it's on IG. I was happy about the price.
I think me too. And I think Lawrence stopped sweating when he said, you get your ticket yet? Get your ticket yet, asshole? All right. Hey, motherfucker, you get your ticket yet? Yes, I got it.
All right, you guys ready? Should we just announce what the panel is right now? Since Punk's all worried about, I don't know what's going to happen in the panel. Well, Larry, good friend of the channel, Punk with Toys. Every Monday, you go live for more than 3.5 hours by yourself. You're worried about sharing an hour, maybe, panel with 5 other people? I think you'll be okay, Punk. Something tells me you're going to be all right.
He just wants to, I can go spontaneous. He wants the itinerary.
All right, well, let's Travis, why don't you take the lead on this, since you're the mastermind behind this. But anybody watching right now, this is breaking news. This is bigger than another Cobra Commander coming, bigger than another Falcon coming, bigger than Snake Eyes version 4. Go ahead.
We can't go. Honestly, though, we can't go that heavy yet because we just booked our flights. I still have to have a conversation with Ed. I'll wait for him to talk with Punk and see what they're going to do. And then I'll give Ed a buzz next week. I think I have a light week of work. I'll give him a call and we'll work out details. So we don't have details. I don't know what time. We're hoping to close out Joe Fest. I'm not sure what normally does or what did or what's going to change. So that would be nice to do what we're going to call Yo Joe Fest June. So basically combining what we're talking about right now, Yo Joe June, with Yo Joe Fest, with Joe Fest, because unfortunately Hasbro can't be, or at least right now they can't be. And we asked this question in the interview. Great job, Tony, on that one. We've been asking these guys for a while, and they want to go. Like Lenny, Emily, and Tony, all 3 of them, even Emily, they're dying to go. They want to have fun, and things prevent them from going. I know I talked with Lenny privately and he wanted to go just as a fan, and I was like, man, that's gonna be rough. You better wear like a Cobra Commander mask or something. You're gonna be harassed.
Hey guys, helmet.
Yeah. So without them there, how do you have a Joe Fest without G.I. Joe Classified? Right now, Joe Fest has been going on forever, and all the respect in the world. Ed's a great guy. I love talking with him. He's awesome. And to present our little channel front and center there is I mean, I'm flattered for it. But there should be G.I. Joe Classified representation at Joe Fest, even if Hasbro doesn't go. So think about it being like an unofficial official Hasbro Pulse Hasbro G.I. Joe panel. But we're there to do, we do the work, we joke, we do the marketing for them anyway. Why not just do it in person, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And anybody that says that we're hanging from anybody's anything, guys, relax. You're all hanging from somebody's stuff too. Okay.
I'm hanging from Gridiron's nuts, and you'll see me in my Gridiron shirt. Sorry.
I mean, that's a friend of mine. That's what
This is-
YouTube is. It's about sharing your hobbies, your loves, hanging
Yeah.
from these nuts.
Hanging from these nuts. It's my favorite saying. Y'all know that.
Let's see at some of the comments, Baldy, about this, because right here, Toyomic, man, he's awesome. So that's great news.
That's great.
Did a show with him and Toy Domination. So
Yeah.
shout out to them. So that's real
Toyomic's
fun.
badass, dude.
And then what else?
Toyonic, if anybody that's going, I got to come up with something here, but I'll take the lead on something, Trav, since you're doing so much. Let's do a meetup. So we can do a meetup that's outside of the show. It could be at the show. It could be after the show. But hit me up on Instagram. You guys, I don't know if you guys follow my Instagram at all, but at Baldylocks Reviews, shoot me a message if you're going to Joe Fest, and I'm going to try and put something together for all of us. So we can have a little bit of fun, whether it's meeting up there at the convention or if we find a spot and we decide to go do something fun as a group. Hit me up on Instagram, hit me in the message, and I'll come up with something. That'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we can hit up Ken from Toy Connections too, because he likes getting a dinner together or something. I heard he did last time or something. So just coordinate. Got to coordinate.
Right.
Well, dinner can be hard. Let's do
or drinks or whatever. You know. Yeah.
cocktails.
Same shit.
Oh, we'll definitely have in a Toy Kind of Mood dinner, and we can invite friends to that. But as far as a meetup with like the Toy Kind of Mood community, Joe community, friends of the channel, other toy tubers, whatever, like we should definitely do booths for that. What was that, Tony? Sorry.
I'm going to meet all you guys. That's why I want to go. That's why I want to do this. I've never been to Georgia. I want to meet all the toy tubers. I want to meet all the content creators and just hang out with you guys. We did so much on YouTube and so much on videos and everything, and being in our chat, and that's like the community is awesome. I get a chance to meet you guys. That's why I'm going. I could give a damn about buying toys or buying whatever. I do want to maybe buy some comics or t-shirts, but that's about it.
Absolutely.
You know?
Yep.
So I want to meet you guys.
And I want to celebrate going to Georgia in 2022. All my restrictions to enter the state have been lifted. So
awesome. Thanks, Mrs. Baldy.
Yeah, so it's awesome.
Yeah. But there's two things I want to do since we're on Joe Fest, and we'll talk about Yojo June in a second, and I'll let you guide that. But first is I'll expand on the panel. But before that, round of applause, chat room and Tony, for Baldy doing an amazing job hosting the show when I'm working or whatever. Like I thought I was going to work late tonight. You took over, did an awesome job. I'm just here to hang out, but we could talk about Joe Fest. As far as the panel, what is Yo Joe Fest? Then think about it. Yojo June, Hasbro, they're going to have their fan stream. They're already going to have their HasLab. We're going to talk about that. Great segue. But I think what we'll do is just talk about it, like the community will talk about it. So we'll have a punk with toys on it. I mean, might as well call it a punk kind of mood, right? So we'll have that.
Sure.
Maybe some other friends. I don't want to mention. We have a couple other big time toy tuber, big time guys that we're friends with that you've seen on the show before that might participate maybe as guests from the audience. Maybe they'll be part of the panel. Shout out to Marauder Ruben. He's going to hang out. So it's going to be like a little Terradrome. We're going to talk customs with Tony and Ruben. The thing is that it's about time. If we can get that last spot or even go right when it closes and have an after panel or something like that, then we can do what I want to do. If not, we may have to trim things down. But yeah, it'll just be covering what Hasbro does, but with the fans and our thoughts. Like I brought my vision was to bring in the best classified reviewers. Not like we're not talking about like D Amazing and the Foosh, like the guys that are like celebrities, Pixel Dan. We're talking about like people in the community that mostly focus on G.I. Joe Classified. And that would be, like the Bees Battlegrounds. And he was here earlier in the chat. Shout out to Bobby. Unfortunately, I don't think he can be there as far as I know. I'll let him. I don't want to make announcements for him, but let him speak on that. But he was, the first one that instantly came up. Punk with Toys right there. Punk is definitely in. And then Baldy, I was like, oh, those are like, that's the triple threat of reviewing. And this was like right when I started doing it. Like I've only had a few videos up and I've done a lot of reviews since. So I was like, yeah, we can all bring our like review sensibilities to it and talk about the reviewing methods as well as what we think about the reveals, and like, you know, maybe if we have time, our favorite figures of the year so far, stuff like that. It's just going to depend on time, but how big of a panel we can get. But it's definitely going to be fun, if nothing else. So
Was KJ gonna make it or he can't go? I can't remember. Can't
I'll
make it.
let him
Okay.
speak on it on his channel, but as far as I know,
Okay.
I don't think he's going. But I don't
Okay.
want to like announce other channels, other people, but as a fellow Toy Kind of Mood guy, as far as I know, I don't think KJ would be going. I think he'd be here hanging
Okay.
out talking
Yeah.
about Joe Fest.
Thought he
But
was
I don't
gonna
know. Maybe let him. Things change with KJ a lot, so let him speak on that on his channel. But that's it, man. Yo Joe Fest June should be a lot of fun. You know what I mean? It's just imagine like a Yojo June panel from Hasbro but with all the reviewers, all the community guys, and then maybe a Q&A at the end or whatever. It should be an amazing time.
Yeah, because I'm looking forward to meeting not just you guys in person, but man, we've made so many friends behind the scenes on the pages here in this community. I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of different people, and I think that we're going to have a true celebration. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, not just the guys I gotten close to in the community, the broader people all in the chat. It's like, oh man, it's gonna be a blast.
I'm looking forward to it. And you know what? I just want to get this out there too, that if you're like Punk and you're not a drinker at all, we still want you to come hang out.
Yeah,
Come hang
I mean,
out.
he's our designated. He's got to have his vehicle there. So
No, but really come out and just enjoy yourself and kind of enjoy the guys and the different people of the community, and let's have some fun.
yeah,
Before we let you take the reins of Yojo June, do we want to just kind of respond to some Joe Fest comments here?
yes, let's go for it.
So we'll go down the aisle right here. We already showed Toyomic displays, so we'll be hanging out with him, I'm sure, checking out his beautiful dioramas. Mr. Madgus, what's up, brothers? Blessings, the panel and chat. Our friend Sabir wishes us a great time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
On that. And then we saw some of this. I think Warchest mentioned this earlier. For real, just like PowerCon, no, but Mattel would, yeah, because Mattel pulled out of PowerCon, but you know, they still talk about Masters of the Universe. So
do that one.
Funny. That's good. Yep. And then here we go. One from Stanley. Talk to GDL. Who's GDL? My mind's not all there right now.
Geek Dad Life.
Oh yeah, duh. Okay, yeah. Geek Dad Life. He created Toy Tubers Unite for Comic-Con. He would have insight on logistics. Well, actually, the logistics are from, I believe, Joe Kavanaugh. Am I saying that right? He was doing the fan club, and he's friends with Carson, and he's friends with Ed. So once I talk to Ed, I think Joe Kavanaugh is the guy I got to talk to as far as panel logistics. But I couldn't worry about the panel until I got a flight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because the hotel you can cancel last minute. Flights until you get the flight. I didn't. That's why Punk was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And like, in 2 months, I'm like, let me get a fucking flight first, then we'll talk about the panel, bro. I'm not trying to roast Larry because he does it to me every Monday.
Do it,
anyway.
man. He's calling me all the time. Did you guys get your ticket? Did you get your ticket? What are we doing? What are we doing?
You gotta.
I don't know.
So
I'm just
excited.
going. I'm just gonna sit up there and talk about customs if you ask me something.
You gotta love
Ain't
it.
that hard.
Salinas, y'all need to have after hours caddy races. Well, I know Baldy wants to throw some axes around. I don't know how much energy I want to use on anything after. I just want to sit and drink. But yeah, whatever.
No, I'm not talking about Sunday night. We can have a meetup Saturday night.
That's true.
Yeah, but meet up error night.
Well, actually, Sunday night would be the night to do it because our panel's over, so we can kind of go crazy and just get drunk and
I'm gonna drink
and go on the plane.
That's fine with me.
So actually, I'm glad you brought this up, Mr. Magus, because we will officially announce that into the A Toy Kind of Mood Hall of Shame, it will be Swiper Diaper Island will be there and announced at Joe Fest, and we're going to use an AI image hologram hologram of our friend there, and yeah, it should be a great
A
time.
Tupac hologram of Viper.
Yeah, of dude, right? We can't even mention his name because like we'll lose our channel. It's getting crazy. His
Swipey.
20 years of production is really coming in.
Swiper, no swiping.
Paul Galliano. Sorry about that. Paul Galliano.
Galliano.
Travis, maybe during the panel, y'all will do a live joint review of exclusive Joe Fest figure. What is that? Is there a exclusive Joe Fest figure? Maybe in 118.
I know they have some different like some exclusives, I guess. Some like I'm part of the group that I signed up for the Sergeant Slaughter when he went bad. I can't think of the title. I don't know.
Y'all do wrestling.
Well, check it out. So in Temecula this Saturday, they're doing a Joe, like one of those smaller GI Joe and toy conventions, and they have an exclusive figure there. I'll try to pull it up on Instagram actually as soon as we address some of these comments for Joe Fest. I'll try to pull that up and promote that show.
Yeah.
Now I feel like what's on Joe Mind promoting all the like little shows and everything, but shout out to those guys. But yeah, we'll check that out. Let's see, I can't wait to chat. So as far as it's going to be live, that's the logistics thing, because I would hate to go live and have it go haywire, but we also should do it live, right? So we don't know how the Wi-Fi is. That's why I'm glad I'm actually getting there on a Thursday night. Well, pretty much Friday morning. It's going to be late, but I'll have all day Friday to figure that out, hopefully, and they can guide me up.
Maybe.
There you go.
I'm gonna dive in before you guys get there, so I'll figure it out.
Bobby B said this to me in a private chat, I think yesterday. He said, "Why is there no Facebook group?" So now Stanley says it.
Bobby asked you?
Yeah, Bobby asked me, I think. Okay. Bobby B. It might have been him. If I'm wrong, I know Bobby B left the chat.
We can do one, bro. I'll be an admin if you want.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll have all the admins. We got like 7 admins. So
I'm adminning with Punk. I'm adminning with freaking Ruben.
And we'll have Mattson admin this one.
We'll have Mattson and Spec admin. I kick them out. No, I'll kick them out.
Yeah. Oh man, this means a lot. There's only like 1 or 2 other ones, so I appreciate that.
Thank you,
McMurphy. Thank you.
We're the best because we hired Baldy for free, and now we got to feed him with booze. Hey, the good news is we're on the streams now. I think tonight's the first one, so if we get super chats, it goes to the boys now. It doesn't go to like the production and the old timers anymore. It goes to the boys. All the live. So if you want to send us super chats, it goes to it doesn't go to just me, doesn't go to Bobby. It goes to everyone now. It goes to everyone. So you're feeding the boys with toys.
Yeah, bro. I'll take a whiteboard and hold up my comments during the panel. We'll work for food.
That's awesome.
Did I say it wrong? Right here. Did I say John Kavanaugh? No, I said James.
I thought you said James. He just
James Kavanaugh.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel.
I might have said it wrong. I might have said John, but whatever. It's been a minute.
James Kavanaugh.
This is a Baldy thing.
Can we choose teams before we go drinking high school style shirts and skins? Listen, with the beard, don't let the bald head fool you. The beard should tell you enough that there's some hair on this chest. Nobody wants skins, man.
That he's a Sasquatch.
I just found the answer to this question. It isn't. It's 1 month before. So
1 month
this
before.
might actually happen during Comic-Con, which is insane. It's insane.
Wow.
And it's on Netflix, so you got to think some bars are going to show it. It's not going to kill them for showing some on Netflix.
Freaking Native Wings will show it.
Dude, that'll be fun. I can't wait for that. But we're not talking about Tyson. We're talking about Joe Fest.
Jesus, Baldy.
I don't want to know, but maybe I'm not even going to say it. All right. Justin, we know.
It's true. Yeah. Justin, we got to put a stop to it. How do we do it? How do we do it? We got to do it.
Hey, G.I. Bro, are you going there? Is that what you mean? You're going to show?
I think G.I. Bro's going. He's going.
Oh, that's
He's
hilarious.
going.
He's gonna actually show live comments on a whiteboard. That would be do it, and we'll turn the camera to you.
I would
That'd
call
be
every
awesome.
one of yours out, bro.
That'd be awesome.
That would
All
be
right, what?
amazing.
Baldy, your turn to. We don't have any more slides. We're just gonna do stuff live. So your turn to take over for Yo Joe June wants and needs, my man. But I'm here to hang.
All right, so we are actually going to kind of defer to the chat section when we start this off. So it's not just our wants and our needs, it's the community's wants and the community's needs. What do you guys want to see kind of come out of Yojo June? So we all know that we're getting a HasLab. So before we dive into the HasLab and what I would like to see, what Tony or Travis would like to see, what figures do you think are going to be announced or anything else? And I'm going to start it with, I think it's Yojo June. I know that there's some summer things that come up after Yojo June, but like at SDCC, are we going to see the Stinger? Are we going to see that announced in June? Or do you think that's later in the year? I think that's kind of neat.
That's a good question because they came out with the Tiger Paw right after the freaking ferret. So that would be awesome, man. Everybody's already got a damn 3D printed model of it. Let's get the real shit out there. And it's not a HasLab. It's a general release, you know.
Well, with the Vamp right now being moved to the archive section, you got to think that they're getting the mold ready for a reuse, right? And do you go right into Target and kind of a Tiger Force version, or do you go right over to the Stinger so we get Cobra's version?
I would say Stinger Cobra's version because there's just because there's so much Python Patrol, so much Tiger Force out there. You know, they even did it with the Tiger Paw. Let us have a black, sleek, crazy, badass Stinger come out with the missile rack. You know what I mean? That's just my want, I guess. So
it's
you know,
my
or the one that Gun Bunny freaking made.
Yeah, the
Dreadnought one.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
Yo, I don't know. Is Gun Bunny still here? Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah,
Gun
he wants
Bunny.
to see an armadillo.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's pretty cool. That's a good idea. Would an armadillo be more in line with a Stinger? Like with the Vamp and Stinger as far as that mid-size vehicle?
I think so. I don't think it's big. It needs to be big enough for it's not big enough for a HasLab. I like thinking of HasLabs as dream projects, and it should be. So I don't know, but let me get that off there.
It should be.
Magus. Yes. Look at that. Factory fresh, as KJ would say.
So maybe this comes later in the year. I know there's other shows, but I think that we're at the halfway point in June, right? So yeah. I think that a want and a need is there's people screaming and wanting the Vamp. They've retired it or they've archived it, and I think you have to, address that and announce the next use of the mold. There's no way we're not getting another Vamp or Stinger. Or
no, it's gonna be one of those, and that's why probably Gridiron went so hard on it because all they would have to do is repaint some stuff to go on those vehicles.
Exactly. And they've already future-proofed the Vamp so that you could put other things on the front. But yeah, look at this, a Mobat.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Dude, I have such an early memory of this thing, but
I never had it, bro.
I didn't either. There was a little girl in my kindergarten class that had this.
Really?
Yes.
That's
and
funny.
All the boys wanted it, and one of the kids got so mad he threw it and broke the little cannon on the top.
And it was her toy?
It was her toy.
Wow, little bastard.
Little punk ass biatch. Yeah, I think he was from Canada, to be honest with you. He had a diaper. They didn't put him in timeout. They put him on the island.
So
Yep.
this is the rumor for Comic-Con is the despoiler here that we got.
Oh,
So,
San Diego.
yeah, one of the
Santiago.
rumors. What are the rumors? Oh, we need Ryan Daly out here. I feel like he's got the insight, or maybe Matson does too. What are some of the other rumors for Comic-Con? We can
I
talk
don't know,
about
but
Comic-Con too,
Dreadnought has
because
the
that
scoop.
kind of affects. Yeah, that kind of affects Yojo June, because if we know it's rumored for Comic-Con, then we won't see it next month. You know what I mean?
Right. No, you're right. Yeah.
Here's my Destro despoiler here.
Baldy with the despoiling flex.
Yeah, boy.
Won't you dust that sucker?
It's because I've had it since I was a freaking child. Okay. There's
Take
a lot
take
of
one of those.
dust.
Take one of those Valaverse. What do you call it?
Wait,
The
hold
ghillie
on.
suit. The
Oh, I
Swifter.
have one.
Dust it with that. Sorry.
I think I have one within reach. Let me see if I have it. Go back to the next slide, but
I want to know what you have in reach.
you know what? I'm totally messing up here. I'm goofing around. we we said we're going to throw this to the chat, and I'm not even looking at.
You're despoiling everything.
Guys, I'm horrible at this.
Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll do a live tutorial here. You know what? The best way to do it is like when people leave a comment, but you have something to say, is just star it, and then you can go back to the starred tab up top, and then like for instance,
StreamYard
we got
101 for the
a bunch
baldies.
of people saying this, and if you were talking about something else, you just star it, and then you go to starred, and then there it is, the comments under starred. You go back, and then you don't have to scroll up. You just kind of have it there for you.
Oh, Jeffrey
So,
Raptor
all right.
SDCC. Okay.
So I feel like this one right here says that I said, what do you want? What do you need? And then this brought up, we went into Gun Bunny's custom and everything. And then Gun Bunny said he wanted something else. But yeah, guys, I'll try to do better. I'll try and get better at this.
You're doing great.
But yeah, Tony, what's a want or need that you want to see in June?
June, a want or need. I want to see. I'm still hoping and praying for either fan channel, maybe Thunder Machine, man.
So you're leaning into a vehicle?
I'm leaning into a vehicle, something for the Dreadnoughts. Give me a Dreadnought motorcycles. Give me Dreadnought vehicles. I'm looking for the Dreadnoughts to get some kind of love in Yojo June. It'd be fantastic.
Yeah, because I think that they know that there's a need and a want for the different vehicles now, right? And sorry, I'm just moving around the room here. Another piece that I have to dust.
Ah! that bad boy.
That thing's badass. If we don't get the
it is.
Machine,
I had that.
Yeah, if we don't get the Thunder Machine, we should get this, right?
Yes.
That would be amazing.
What was that called?
It's got to be something that we can tangibly get, right? It has to be something that's not crowdfunded, that's not the HasLab. So you're thinking a Thunder Machine?
Yes, I would love that.
But as a HasLab, or would you love it as
fan channel or a release like the Vamp? Okay. I don't think they have to go balls out crazy HasLab for this thing. Save the HasLabs for those big projects, man. That's what I'm thinking. And give us this with Thrasher. There he is.
Yep. With his Mad Max half shirt. I love it.
Yep. They love their half shirts. Ripper, Zartan, Thrasher. The 80s thing, I guess. They all had abs anyway.
Yeah. And what about you, Trav? Is there a need or a want? Or would you lean towards a vehicle too?
I think we got to the point. It's all vehicles now, right? It's like we got so many figures to go, but I think we're just kind of maybe just the whole thing of the Vamp was affordable, and then now the Cobra Ferret was affordable. The HMS I wouldn't say was that affordable, but if you got his tank, then it was essential for a his tank. But I think we're all about the middle size vehicles. And it's nice to see that a full circle come around, because the first time we were talking about Comic-Con, I was at Comic-Con. That was my question waiting in line for the Q&A. And was we going to get middle-sized vehicles? And that was, one of the questions, obviously, that, Bozo promoted as his own or whatever. But we got, I was asking about like the Shark and stuff like that. But I think like doable vehicles, and people in the chat are like saying all the large stuff, but I think the doable vehicles is the most exciting thing. Like we got, we already got the van, we already got the HMS, which would have been SMS. Now we got the Cobra Ferret coming. We got the Tiger Force versions of these things coming, right? So I think the vehicles are on people's minds. We already know the Jinx Wave is on the way. We already know the retro Beachhead card is on the way. But we can look into like the pipeline and maybe talk about realistically what we're going to see at Yojo June, like maybe Alpine and those kind of figures like that, right? Is that maybe something we can
Leatherneck
talk about? Yeah, Leatherneck. I know, like someone mentioned, what Raptor and Stardust are a Comic-Con, but maybe Iron Grenadiers would be a good one. Iron Grenadiers is probably a want, right? You can't ever go wrong with an army builder.
Go for the spoiler and Destro, and then get the Grenadiers in there.
I want to see some surprises now, because I'm still learning and I did not star this. Somebody earlier had said something about Zap, so maybe a 2-pack or a 3-pack. I'm trying to find the comment. Sorry, guys. But yeah,
start starring those comments you like. Start starring them. It's gonna make your world a lot easier.
Yeah, it might be easier if I just ask whoever wrote it. Somebody wrote something about Zap. Can you rewrite that one?
Yeah,
we got the OG 13 as a must, but somebody wrote something specific about Zap.
Yeah, I'll jump in here and say, man, I want to get that. I want to get an Iron Grenadier on retro card. Like we're getting all the army builders, right? We're getting they're not correct, and we asked about the weapons and all that stuff, and it came to cost. But if we can get the right weapons and we can get this card with the blue, look how much it pops on a retro card with the red, the yellow on the different detailing on the outfit, and then that blue, the newer version, the 90s. Instead of that, it's more of a shock than a blast. Like, let's get this on retro card. It just would pop compared to what we have, I think.
Oh, absolutely. Especially with that. What was that effect called behind them? I forget, but it was the updated blast effect it was more with the lines.
It's like the digital blast.
Yeah, digital blast.
Right.
Yeah, like I said, it's almost like a shock, right? Like some kind of energy source instead of a nuclear source or a gas source,
or just an explosion. Man.
Yeah, but it's like an energy explosion. I like that, man. I get it. We should start getting some 90s cards. We got the 80s. Let's start seeing some 90s.
Yeah.
Like late, 88, 89. That's what I mean by that. But some of the later stuff would be cool.
All right, so
the 88 cards.
Iron Grenadier. Who else would you like to see kind of announced in June? Or, we were talking mid-size vehicles and the HMS, kind of like the Vamp becoming the Stinger. Would we see the HMS become the MMS for the Joes?
They come out with the MMS. That would be awesome with Colonel Hawk. Bust some OG 13 out. People are already asking about it. I know Carlos asked, and I'm like, go for it, man. I mean, delve into the OJ 13. I have all of them already. I made, so put them cameras to good use and start making them. I gave you all the designs. Like you don't have them already. Sabir, what's Sabir saying? I mentioned Zap or maybe the original Hawk.
There you go.
They've got 30 days to work with next month. Use them effectively, I say. Maybe a dial tone reveal. Ooh, what is the other Viper called? Strato Viper with vehicle. Strato Viper came with didn't come with the Raven, did he? The Night Raven? No. Did it?
Strato Viper? It may have.
Strato, I'm not sure because the pilot for the Firebat wasn't a Strato Viper. I'm not sure. Yeah, Night Raven. Paul, And Jeffrey co-signed for me. Thank you, gentlemen. Awesome.
But I am with
so yeah, GI Bro. There we go. Yeah, Sabir, I
I'm
just
with
read that.
Sabir here as far as like give us some OG characters, Zap, maybe Hawk.
Yep.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of love with that for the Strata Viper for the Raven.
Yeah, bro. Law and Order.
That would be a good one. So I know there's a lot of like names in the pipeline. It's time to start seeing these figures, right?
See, Carlos knows. Mr. Salinas knows. That's how we know we're getting it. Firebat. Oh, okay.
But I would
Terror
love
drama.
Zap. I would love the let's complete the OG 13. Hell, let's go with a 2 or 3 pack, you know?
Look, now he's telling me not to make an ice cream soldier. Because you'll get it.
Yeah, but we're going to get one now because of
Because we're going to get one.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make them.
We're gonna get one because of Emily. Just a
Yeah.
couple things. Like first, shout out to 3D Joe's and Carson Metaxas. We gave him, there's been shout outs there, but I gotta say, other than Baldy and maybe Punk, I have to throw Carson in there as people I want to meet the most. I mean, obviously, you could talk about celebrities like Sergeant Slaughter. Sadly, Larry Hama and those guys are going to be there the following year for 25. So we got to go every year because they're at DFW. But man, as far as people, like, because Tony and I, we've hung out already. But as far as people I haven't met, yeah, I would say Carson's up there, man. He's like, without him, what are we doing? Right? We're like talking about E-Man or something like.
Carson's gonna be there. Definitely want to meet. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he's definitely a god in the community. We're just
Ray
messengers.
Murphy,
He's a very tall man. I got to meet him.
That tall?
I got to meet him for just a few minutes, and I don't think either one of us knew who the other one was at the moment.
Oh.
And then we got to talking, and then he was promoting the omnibus. So it was really cool. He's a very nice guy.
Yeah.
Doc, I would love to win too. Oh, yeah.
But let's stick to OG 13 for a sec, though. I want to talk about, you mentioned short fuse, but like as far as OG 13, it would be stupid for them to just release. Sorry, Baldy, you're not a stupid person at all. You're brilliant. But it would be dumb. It would be a dumb business decision to release all the OG 13 figures because there'd be a lot of people quitting the line. I don't believe them, but they would say it like, I got all my dreadnoughts, all my OG 13. I'm done. Like, you gotta trickle it out.
Little by little, space it out. Yeah,
it's funny.
Why aren't we talking about like Don Moreno and stuff?
Thank you for the $2 super chat, bro. I'm the new Jimmy Hart motherfucker super chat. Thank you.
Bring that energy to Joe Fest.
Bring the megaphone in the panel when you go. Bring the megaphone. Talk on the megaphone like
ice cream.
So Trav, early on, this was before I even started, being on YouTube. Right before that, when they released Serpentor in all the groups, I was just having a chat with people that they released Serpentor too early. They should have held on to Serpentor like year 4, year 5 of Classified, and I got roasted. Really? There were people that agreed with me. I just felt like, they shot their load a little too soon with that one.
And after you got roasted, they just dumped you.
Well, what I'm saying is you're saying something that is very valid, where people are like, I just want to collect this round of figures, but we're 40 something years into this, right?
Yeah.
Let's read this out loud. Anything that's a chat.
Just like says you don't want that. I own strip clubs for 15 years. That's why you're giving us them singles.
We gonna meet. Are you going? Is he going? Is he going to Joe Fest?
Yeah, I think he said he was going.
We gotta hang out with him, man. Beer's on him. He owned all those strip clubs. He could just buy booze all night. That's great.
But yeah, just to complete the thought, I get what people are saying. Once they finish the OG-13, they're out. And that's why I was saying, Serpentor came way too soon.
Yeah.
That's a soundbite right there. But Serpentor showed up in the line way too early.
Wait, can you put that comment back? I'm way behind. I'm trying to catch up with people because it's chaos.
Liquid?
Yeah. What about this, Baldy? I'll let you lead and Tony and I could comment.
All right, you want me to read this one? Classified as
yeah, go ahead.
I already started. I'm already committed.
No, what do you mean? No. Go ahead. Shut up, Travis.
Classified is old enough that they should be re-releasing some of those early figs newer collectors missed out on.
I agree.
How do you guys feel about that?
I agree.
We'll let Tony go, and then I'll go.
I agree. I don't know. The early figures that they missed out on, you mean army builders or early figs like what? Like I don't know. They already fixed Duke. They already got what early figs though? Liquid.
So the ones I'm assuming it's the ones that a lot of people missed out on. Now we got the Cobra Viper 3-pack that was to make up for Cobra Island, right?
The Cobra Island Viper
figures. You really don't want Arctic Storm Shadow because that figure it's not that bad, but it had early issues.
He had shitty articulation too. Some of them, it wasn't all the way there.
But I get it. Like there's some early one, like okay, Major Blood, right? So obviously,
that's the main one. I would say re-release him, and like who said beef up his arm on another chat or another show? They said, maybe it was Spec who said that beef up his mechanical arm, and that one looks like. I don't know. I don't have no problem with it, but I get what he's saying. Make it more closer to the cartoon, I guess. I don't know, but he would be one.
You don't want a straight re-release, do you? Like, is that what that comment?
No. Make them different. Make them different. Yeah, make them.
Because
make them make a Major Blood retro.
Yeah, and change some things, right?
Yeah, with the big plate, the big breastplate armor. Make them different.
Hey, I'm gonna jump in on this topic.
Yeah.
So, I collect Black Series, obviously, and I just reviewed the Phase 1 Clone Trooper, and they only in Attack of the Clones they only have 4 figures, and 2 of them are Phase 1 Clone Troopers. So, for me to say this would be a bad idea, and people are going nuts over it. Like I gave it, you don't even have to watch it at this point. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5 because they fixed everything that was wrong with it. But it's ludicrous that there's only 4 Attack of the Clones figures. We've got Kiadi Mundi coming, so that'd be 5, and then the super battle droid will be 6. But literally in this one movie, in this toy line that's been around forever, we only have 4 figures, and 2 of them are Phase 1 clones. So part of me is like, do I want this to happen? But that initially people are going to repacks, this and that. But I think the retro card re-releasing figures that way is the way to go, because we saw Cobra Eel and Snow Serpent come out in retro card. It's a re-release, right? And those just came out, but they're making changes, even if they're subtle changes, even if it's on a card. To me, that's the way to do it, is to re-release everything.
I agree.
on a retro card. Like we didn't get Storm Shadow that long ago, and then we got the retro card pretty soon after, within a year, right? So I think, and there you go. You got it. That Quick Kick is the best example. You nailed it. Actually, let's show that, because
the light is reflecting.
Right, like I'd be
all these.
That looks amazing. Just re-release it. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Tony. Go ahead.
No, that's just. I'm sorry. I'm the one cutting in on you. That's Baldy's retro card. Quick Kick.
Yeah, no shit. We saw it on the screen. So,
well, that's because I put that comment up there, motherfucker.
Well, that's why he wrote it. He knew that.
Yeah, that's why he knew it. Sabir knew it already. That's why he said that.
All right. But look, getting to the
giving
point.
us his singles again.
Hey, I'll just keep talking Star Wars, and we'll keep getting our $2 from the strip club. All right.
Thank you, War Chest. You're awesome.
Well, all right. So I think the Cobra Trooper is the best example, right? That's what a lot of people missed out on, and that's what people
100%.
want. That's the army builder. We didn't get a 3-pack for that. You know, that's a big one. Get that one. Give us the old scarf on the face. You know, the old red
Yes, the
scarf.
red one. The red one. Yeah.
Well, that's from the Marvel run. So if you didn't read the comics, you guys think I'm a nut job and that this is wrong. It's freaking right. Okay.
It's from the comics. Scarface had a red face mask.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
I keep wanting to paint mine, but I ain't pulling the trigger yet.
Yes. See, spread them out. Everybody likes it. Nobody likes it like this. Everybody likes it like that. Yeah.
Like that.
Spread it out.
Yeah, Moody
Spread
knows
eagle.
what's up.
Spread eagle. Hey, here we go. Here's it. I don't like. They're saying, are we going to re-release this one? Yeah, no, that's not going to happen.
You better keep that out of here, Multisanti.
Multisanti.
I like
Get that comment
Multisanti.
out of here.
Hey, I'm like
Remove that
5,000 comments behind. I'm overwhelmed. I love
I'm
you guys.
doing the
Like,
comment. I've been doing the comments, brother.
Oh no, I'm 5,000. I got
Oh.
24 starred comments. Should we just go through them?
Well, I've been posting them, a lot of them. I don't know if they're the same
have
ones
you?
you've
Did
been.
you post the ones that are about HasLabs? We're gonna wait. We're gonna save that.
No,
for last.
we're already done with that.
All right, we did this one already.
Oh.
Let's see. Here we go. How about we show these? This was a long. I like these.
Frank.
But yeah, I like those. Zanzibar, right?
I have one within reach.
You have it? Then just show it. That's even easier for me.
If you have it, then show
I like that.
it.
But I think what we should do is redirect what's going on with all the random. I want this to like what we'll actually see at Yojo June, because just naming things, the stream will go 7 hours long. Like we should talk about just what's possible, like at Joe Fest. I mean Yojo June.
Well, I already named. I don't know. I named mine. I mean the reveals, like you said, Alpine. We said Leatherneck. We said the ones that. I mean, show them now. You know what I mean? Show them.
Like what kind of announcements do we want to see? That isn't like, we're not talking about like the hundreds and thousands of figures they have left. I'm talking about like what maybe special they're gonna, besides the HasLab, besides the next wave, what kind of announcements? Like we got the 60th anniversary, right? We're gonna have more of those, but could there be some other kind of announcement? You know, that could be something. You know,
yeah.
So like
chat answer, yeah.
So there's a YouTuber out there where I guess a lot of the Hasbros aren't a huge fan, but he made a good point that I really agree with. I'm not sure how he gets away with this name on YouTube, but Anal OG Toys. He just did a review of the Soldier, and I totally agree with him that we should have gotten another head sculpt of the old 60s head from the 12-inch line.
Mm-hmm.
I said that before. I said I think I shot Lenny a message one time about having like the flocked beard on, like, give us a head pack that would fit that, like a 4-pack. You know what I mean? Just the heads. I do agree. Head. Yeah, it's all about the head. So I do agree with Anal OG that that we should have gotten those heads in the 60th year anniversary. We didn't get that. So that would be a really cool announcement if we got something that truly celebrated the history of the line. But I'm just kind of going on a tangent right now. But yeah, I do think they had a missed opportunity with that.
No flocking here. No flocking for me.
No flocking.
Unless you're going to flock this, Dome.
Dude, that was one of my favorites.
We got our friend Toy Bounty Hunter. What we know what the Night Viper is. Go check out Tony's Figs. He did a review on a custom Night Viper that you made, and then a review of the Gridiron Loadout. So, but we can talk about the Hydra Viper because it's a kooky character, and we know Emily likes that. But it's a helmet, so it's not like a mutant fish or anything like that. So, yeah, that would be. I like this. I like this one because there you go. Then you got your eel reuse, pretty much.
Yeah.
So, it looks like a beachhead almost like beachhead, eel, cobra, trooper. You can use all those parts to make this.
Wetsuit and deep six.
Yeah, wetsuit, torpedo. You can kind of, all that beachhead, mix it all up, and they can use all those different parts. That's what it's all about, is what parts do they have, what can they use. Remember, we talked about that in the interview with Tony
Yes.
and Lenny, like how fun is it for them, and they love it. It's fun for me as a critic, and I'm sure it's fun for Baldy for finding like the different different bucks that are reused and different parts. So why not try to figure out figures they already have, what they can reuse, but then just look, the molding, the money goes to that helmet and everything else they got, right?
And that's what's
So
brilliant about the reuse. I'm sure I forget who asked the question in the interview, but that might have been you, Trav, where like the challenge of when you're making this figure to also say, all right, I can use it for figure X, figure Y, figure Z, and then change the overlay and put the money into, the helmets,
Yes.
the different weapons and stuff like that. But yeah, you pointed it out right here. Reuse, get some reuse out of the eels, right? And give them new gear, and you got this one.
Yeah, there's different parts of different figures on that, right? I mean, am I wrong? But there's beachhead, there's Cobra Trooper, there's the
On
eel,
what? This
there's
guy
torpedo.
on the Hydro Viper?
All four of those figures. I'm saying as far as classified, I'm not going to talk about exactly what the O-ring is, but just looking at this, it pretty much is like all four of those figures combined, and you just have to make the animal, which they love to do anyway. They said we got more animal. That's a small one, and then the mask, and then other than that, then you could reuse 3 or 4 figures right there. Boom.
Yeah, absolutely.
We use the eel.
Yep, 100%. Yep, and you actually got an eel, like a real one.
That mask is is crazy.
That was one of my favorites as a kid.
Yep, it's a good mix.
I think I lost him at Ocean City, New Jersey. I remember that. Sorry.
Yes, they can't do it.
Yep.
They can't do it because of the trademark or the rights or the.
Yeah,
they can't even do the EG. They can't even do the EGA.
They can't.
Can we talk about that? Man, the comment's gone.
But
the Serpentor comment. Well, Baldy talked about it first anyway. So, Serpentor, do you think when they were making that, they didn't know the success? They still didn't know the success of the line at this point, though, right? Maybe they were like, let's strike hot with a big time Comic-Con exclusive because we have to make an impact or whatever. And then now that they could have waited, but they didn't know, right?
Right.
Yeah, because they didn't think even at that time the longevity or how it's lightning in a bottle. This is the best that G.I. Joe's been in years. Mm-hmm. Right? And I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, they weren't anticipating it to be where it's at right
now. All right, so I think Tony's answering this. Are you going, Tony? Are you going? Are you trying?
I would want to, but don't you got to plan for it like a year in advance and all that crap?
Oh yeah, like hotel apocalypse already happened, so all the hotels are crazy, and so
yeah, so
a
maybe
friend of ours.
I mean, I can stay.
He'll go unnamed. What was that, Tony?
I mean, I probably have to stay with somebody if the rooms are all gone.
No, that's everyone's case. But a friend of ours, a good buddy, won't mention it. It didn't work out. It's something that happened that prevented us from getting a press badge. I called, and I've spoke to this woman for over 10 years. She's amazing. The person that runs the press loves my old blog and everything. And somehow we didn't make it because the website was down. So when they probably checked the website, they're like, well, we can't, because we were grandfathered in, but they probably checked the website. We're down. And now it's back up, geekshavegame.com. It's not really where we want it to be. It's just back up. We just did maintenance. And they probably didn't get us the press badge. So I wrote a long email explaining everything that's going on. We've covered Comic-Con for 10 years. I've been in Hall H for mostly 8 or 9 of those 10 years, covering movies, covering all that stuff, interviews. And this is the first year we got denied, and
I'll
I
be right
didn't
back,
even
guys.
get a denied email or anything. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on with Comic-Con, but here we go. Even better. Carson's a good dude. I met him. Yeah, I'm dying to meet Carson, man. He's awesome. We got to get him on the show again. I'm sure once Operation Recall starts rolling around, we'll have a good chat with him. I'm sure he'll make the rounds.
Super nice guy.
Yeah, but Baldy, you can go back to what you're doing. I'm like, I can't even keep this. Chat's blowing my head away now at this point.
I was just agreeing about the Serpentor. I
Yeah.
think we'll see Serpentor again, just not the way that we got him. And I think that might answer that other question: should they re-release the earlier figures that people missed out on? I mean that's kind of I don't know. That's a touchy subject because you don't want to alienate your collectors who take having the first edition very seriously to then do a release without tweaking something. So
Right.
whether it's color, whether it's packaging, you got to change something up to not piss off your fan base.
So that's actually happening right now, and I know out of the 80 people watching this, like 2 people are going to care. And you know where I'm going with this, right? So from the Vault series, WWE Elite, they came out. I got a nice box. Shout out to Ringside Collectibles. Got a nice box of figures, and it's all re-releases. And actually, the response of that, this is important for G.I. Joe Classified. First of all, I'm not just talking about wrestling. Listen. So the response to that, it's a box of 8 figures, has been overwhelmingly great. You're going to have the people that just buy stuff for value because they think like, hey, it's hard for me to keep money in the bank, but it's easy for me to keep stuff in a bin and hopefully it turns into money someday and maybe more money. But the fact is collectors who have gone crazy in COVID and things are affordable. But what From the Vault did was present the whole line is From the Vault packaging. Think about Star Wars Archive, right? All those like Cody, Clone Commander Cody was one of the first ones. Now you can find that Archive Cody for like $10. But that figure, I spent like $60 on it during COVID, and now it's reuse, re-release. It's gonna happen. But classified, unless it's retro carded, it feels too early to re-release a straight up figure, in my opinion. And nobody likes the first line anyway. Like, we already got a re-release of Destro, Snake Eyes, and Storm Shadow, right? And Lady J, and man, a lot of them. Duke, we've already got them. They're just a retro card. So that's kind of the archive wave, except they change things and they give us a card. So that's the way to do re-releases, in my opinion.
Yeah, like a refresh. I mean,
yeah.
Who's the one that just sold out at Target? Warbird? What was that one? Tony, you're on mute, buddy. Still can't hear you. There it is. There it is. What did he say?
You were yelling in the background or something. We had to.
Don't fucking ever do that again. I have the power to come in when I want to. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Actually, I was loving all that. You shouldn't have said I'm kidding. We would have just been like, whoa.
Oh shit. My uncle was yelling in the background.
So who was the female Marvel figure that just sold out in minutes?
It was Warbird. Yeah, it was Warbird.
So that's
Carol Danvers, Warbird.
That's not a re-release. That's a refresh. That's a brand new version of the character, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm fine with that. I don't think they should re-release the exact figure, right?
Did you guys go to Marvel when I left or something?
Yeah, we're done with Joe. We're talking nothing but Marvel right now.
Star Wars, Marvel, and WWE Elite. No, we're kidding.
Some Grand Moff Tarkin action.
I think we're caught up now. I think the rest of the stuff I have starred is all of those crazy war chest. Look, they just keep on coming, awesome. Man. I can't keep up. We're gonna have like thousands of dollars after all these comments.
Oh, so yes,
yeah, he's doing this.
He's making it rain. He's trying to start something.
He heard that the money actually goes to the peasants now. So
that's right, baby.
To the poors. To the poors.
To the poors. I love that. I love that term now.
Yeah.
Hey man, we're all the poors.
I'm a poor.
Always, baby, always. And actually, I'm going to shout it out. I'm doing for the 2 people out of the 80 that care. I'm doing another episode of Wrestling Figure News kind of mood this weekend. It's every other weekend. So shout out to Justin from Wrestling Figure News. That'll be a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
War chest.
Commander Cody Rhodes. Speaking of that, I know, I'm sorry we're talking wrestling. Now people are going to go running away. My next review video is a ranking of all the Cody Rhodes figures in WWE Elite line. I think Tony just dipped. Please don't ever take me off again, Baldy buddy.
That's old. That's old. That's old.
Nope, it's starting right now. Starting that shit. Heel turn.
Heel turn. Don't ever fucking take me off
That's
again.
funny. That's funny. That's
I'm gonna
funny.
see you in Augusta, Moody. I'm gonna see you in
That's
Augusta.
funny. But realistically speaking, guys, like, what are we actually like? All right, we already talked about the next wave. I'm looking at a list here. Oh, yeah, no. Speaking of, like, what announcement? What do you think they could announce that's not a HasLab, not a figure, not a 60th anniversary? Is there something that they could add?
Yes.
A cartoon? A cartoon?
Oh no,
Right,
it could be toy related, but
yeah,
it
could be media, Tony. They're not going to do it. I mean, maybe they will, but here's what everybody's been waiting for, and it's so stupid.
A continuation of Resolute? I'm a poor.
They need to make these available on Hasbro Pulse, like a 10-pack or 20-pack or something. That's what people want. Give them the stands, give them an accessory pack that's very similar to
accessory packs. There we go.
There's a company called it's a French company, Valaverse.
They're showing it. Shout out to It Is Chad. Shout out to 3POA. Shout out to Kato's Collection.
Yes,
that's right.
Valaverse. I think they are a French company out of New Jersey that relocated to somewhere in New England.
Travis,
I don't give two shits.
Moody. Travis fucking Moody.
But whether you give two shits about them or not, that whole line, although completely new and original ideas, is completely a love letter to G.I. Joe, right? So there's the accessory packs. They give you stands. That's what the fans have been asking for. It's the little things. So whether I'm swinging off of somebody's balls or whatever, guys, give the fans what they freaking want. And it's simple. We're simple to please.
Accessory packs.
Accessory packs.
Yeah. I mentioned that from day one. Let's do some. I would love. I used to collect them accessory packs. They're awesome. They're different colors, and if I lost something, I got it in there. I love those things.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
All about the accessories. Yeah, it's all about the accessories for Joe. For me, anyway. Me and old Von Cannon. Damn, did I say that?
I like this comment right here. Throw a like. Let's go.
Throw a like on the stream, people.
Not even liking the stream, out. Oh, we can do this. We can do that. Where's our friend Shark Eyed Toy? Gotta get him on the show. We gotta get him on the show.
The two baldies on top. I'm just playing around, guys. There.
All right. Someone mentioned Don Moreno.
Don Moreno.
All these stupid ads. All right.
He's a Mexican.
Do we see it? Yeah, we do. Cool. Do we want Don Moreno?
I need to make that so Hasbro makes it. That's my next custom.
I know there's a huge fan following for Don Marino. I don't really know the character that well, so
I know some, but not all.
Yeah,
it's kind of cheesy, and it's kind of
like that expand the females. We don't have enough females.
Yeah, there you go.
And Don Marino would be fine because there is a following for Don Marino.
There is.
I'll get her if they do her right and she looks appealing, but like the stream now, you maggots.
Thank you, War Chest.
That's awesome. Beautiful.
There we go, Rich. Carlos. Yeah. Yes. Look at Frank. Baldy wants Dan Marino.
Laces out. Laces out.
Laces out, bud.
I was gonna say, what if they announced? We asked this on the interview as well, but what if they announced the? We joked about someone had mentioned the Snake Eyes movie Origins wave, but what about? And do you think they'll be risky enough to do an Energon wave in
Yeah, why not?
classified? An
And base it off
Energon,
the cartoon and stuff, or different people on the. I mean, not the cartoon, the comic.
the comic book, and then it would be like you could make it easy. You do Duke, Cobra Commander, you do Destro and Scarlet.
Oh.
You do the four that have their own miniseries. You just do the main one, and then those are four big names, and they're different. They could be repaints, but you can kind of design them a little bit to match the comic. I don't want to see. Would you want to see cell shading though, or like they're not?
No.
It's not animation, so no.
No.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do
Sorry, I
that.
yelled at, but you comic.
I would
Frank,
like to see
comic figures.
a long-haired Duke, like a scruffy Duke, that's being portrayed in that comic. But I think it's too soon for that. I think it's
Too soon for
too
comic
soon.
figures.
Only because I don't think enough people know about the Energon universe, and then you just had a retro Duke released. We already have other Cobra Commanders coming. We just had the Mickey Mouse with the hiss. I think you need to kind of space it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, I want something exciting. They need to drop something exciting.
So you don't think it's exciting to get these completely new designs of popular characters? They're popular characters, not from the movie. They are from a comic, but the difference is the comic is well regarded.
Yeah.
It's a comic, but at least like no one hates it. Like, you know what I mean? Like everyone that reads it thinks it's great. So
yeah.
We already it uses the classified designs, right? You get Stalker and Rock and Roll.
Yeah, and if somebody here has not read this yet, get Duke. Duke by far is the best one of this whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
I think they've nailed everybody the way they portray him, and Duke is one of those characters where it was always cool as a kid to hate Duke, right? Because he was so stoic and such like a Boy Scout. But this reinvents Duke. This is the first time they've truly like reinvented the character, and I think they did such a great job. So yes, I want them. I just think it's too soon after just releasing. Well, I took the head off of my Duke, but after just releasing that retro Duke, it's a little too soon to give us that comic Duke. I want something that's gonna. You want to appease the fans? Give us the Cobra Trooper 3-pack.
Yeah, it's just kind of an idea of like, the Scarlet would have glasses. It was just like a way to change it up, and like I don't know, it'd be cool. Like, and you have like the Energon packaging. She could even come with a bike. I don't know. I'm just trying to like spitball something, doing something in the line that isn't just the same, stuff.
Well, you know what about the smaller play sets? That's
I like that idea.
People, I mean, they're always talking about the G.I. Joe team is always saying how they like to see what people do with the figures, what you're going to create as far as like on Instagram, what Gun Bunny's doing, what Tony's done. But a lot of that is the creativity is having those dioramas, and they can easily offer up some of those smaller things like the Checkpoint Alpha, right?
Oh yeah,
mm-hmm.
Bring it. At least the little ones.
Yeah,
I mean,
that would freak people out.
A little one can match the cost of a smaller or a mid vehicle. I mean, that would be little contained play sets, not something crazy big all at one time or right away. Just a little one. Checkpoint Alpha, Bivouac. Dude, those are Oh man, and those would help out big time with toy photography or doing your video and having it in the background, stuff
Yeah,
like that. But I'm really catering to the the older collector, but the kids, I mean, it's who wouldn't want that?
dude, we
I don't
we
know.
wanted them as a kid, and remember, Tony was talking about doing the Cobra bunker and
That's
kind
right, the
of
bunker.
yeah,
It reminds me of
painting
a
it.
little igloo, a little blue igloo.
Yeah, but I mean that's something they could do, and they know that the want is there. The vamp sold out.
Sure.
People are
Yeah.
willing to pay for something, right?
Yep.
So
Hell yeah.
it would be amazing if they offered this in classified scale without breaking people's banks.
Yeah. Breaking people's wallets like Gridiron does.
But you could and there's so many to choose from because that was part of the appeal when we were kids, right? Was that we could get these little play sets and
Go off.
expand on
Yeah.
the universe.
Just a
That's
little
what I
piece.
want in Yojo June is for them to announce little play sets are coming.
When you think about it, you make a classified scale checkpoint alpha. There's so much things you can do just with that little thing. I mean,
Yeah.
swap
And
I
out
want to.
Joe's, let it get attacked by the Cobras. Do something similar for the Cobra or the bunker. Oh man.
was
I
rumors
do
of
want to just address this. Yeah, so we already have a wave 2. It's the Magneto with the giant M, and yeah, that's wave 1. And yeah, we struck gold with BBTS. I still haven't even shipped mine. They're in pile of loot. But wave 3 is delayed till next year, yes, because they were waiting to see if the animation was going to be a success.
the
Yeah,
sheep
see,
suit.
Goblin Queen, that's wave 2.
Okay.
So pretty much it's the most successful animation they've ever done. It's some people think it's the best thing ever, except for like Winter Soldier and like Avengers, whatever. And I can't disagree. It's in the top 5 things this new Disney regime has ever done. And then it's
Yeah.
funny, they fired the guy. He's absolutely going to get hired back. He's the way he's been acting. He's not acting like a guy who got fired. They're like, hey, what do you got fired? He's just like this. I think they'll bring him back. They did it to James Gunn. So I think we'll get Bo DeMont. Oh, was it? Am I saying that wrong? Bo DeMayo back.
Mo
And
DeMeo.
so the interesting thing is we're not going to talk about it because of spoilers, but watch the final episode, and that'll give you a hint of what's to come. That's it. Yeah, so how you do spoilers without spoiling. Cool.
Yeah, he's not as disgruntled as some former employees that just can't stop talking about their former employer.
That's funny. This is a good point. This is a good point right here. Like Helix, that's why we need a mix of more of those. And and who's the one from Walmart that
Shooter.
Oh,
Shadow Tracker. Shadow
Shadow
Tracker
Tracker.
is another modern. That wasn't from like not super modern, but from the Rise of Cobra, the modern airline. We need more of those to mix it in with. I think the new wave we got coming in is like super retro friendly, right? Because we got like Jinx, Torch. It's all like heavy hitters, and that scares me.
is
Like it's like
Alpine in
the
that group
best.
with Jinx and Torch?
No,
No,
he's
Doc
too
is. Doc is.
we already pre-ordered those, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so we haven't pre-ordered. We haven't even seen a digital render for Alpine yet.
Okay, no, you're right. You're right. Or Nethernecker. Yeah.
Leathernecker.
But
Leathernecker.
you know what? Liquid Identity, you're right. Helix was one of my favorite figures from last year. And
Yeah.
she wasn't part of the lore that I grew up with. So you're right.
No. Yeah.
It's not hard to get Walmart exclusives anymore, really. It's not. It's hard to get them in the store, but getting them online isn't as hard unless they cancel on you, which they probably will. So yeah, and all Walmart exclusives.
F still
See,
shaded. That's right. All my guys in the chat. F still. Are they going to make
this is the
gigs for-
point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They went way back.
Yeah, we were talking about Energon comics. I'd rather them do the Energon comics than the Energon movies because we haven't seen the movies yet. We did the
Yes.
whole episode with Punk with Toys, but until that actual movie comes out, I wouldn't touch it. If it's a major success, remember Snake Eyes wasn't. if the movie's a major success, then come out with the toys. But unfortunately, sometimes they want to promote the movie with toys.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it kind of depends. Marvel Legends are weird. Sometimes the movie figures will come out way early. Remember Thor, like Doctor Strange with
Yes.
Thor? Those figures came out months in advance. We already knew like the figures from the movie, but then Spider-Man came out like 2 years later.
They had a
So
bunch of
you just
movies
never,
do that with the movie figs.
you
Yeah.
never know. Yeah,
Well,
you never know.
speaking of Marvel, they just I think it was McDonald's just released a Happy Meal with a whole bunch of spoilers for
They do it. They do it all the time. Those Happy Meals.
Yeah.
They put the toys out like crazy. Like, what?
yeah
So
for the
Baldy,
next
this is what
Captain America.
this is what you were asking. You were basically saying that the comic just wouldn't have enough clout with toys yet.
Yeah, not yet. It's so
Here's
good.
here's a question, right? Is the toy audience that much larger than the comic audience?
I think there's fans right now. There might be a few people right here watching us that don't know there's a new comic series out. Because you got to remember that there's a lot of fans that are just from the cartoon. They're not even aware that there was a Marvel run. So like when somebody like me that prefers Scarlet with snake eyes, you know, they all think, wait, no, Scarlet's with Duke. You know, but and they're just different. They're different versions. They're different stories. So
You're right. You're right.
I just don't
This
think there's
is
enough
your
people.
Todd is supporting you right here. Maybe with a cartoon, and I like that better than a movie, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to me, one of the best cartoon iterations is Resolute. It hit all the right beats. It did enough to celebrate the original cartoon series, and it did enough to do nods to the comic book run. They need to hire that team and do a classified series or translate this Energon universe into cartoon form.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. No, absolutely on that. All right, what about that? I think you're the only one.
I don't.
I don't think so either. I think eventually we're going to get that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's part of the history. That's what Classified is doing, is they're celebrating the history of the franchise.
The
Right,
super
so
chat.
We're going to get a mix. Go ahead.
TK.
You want that one, Tony?
You can never have enough, Cobra Commander. TK Storm. Thank you so much, buddy. Awesome.
thank
And I
Appreciate it, buddy.
I love that he brought this up because I was thinking about what could really come out, and obviously that was one of the name only reveals. And then, you know, we did some hype up. I'm not gonna lie, we did the battle armor, we did the hood. We're good at our jobs. What can we say? 2,000 people watched us last week. It worked. But then, you know, they were like, it's probably the retro Cobra Commander. But remember, Emily said something about shiny. Can you guys help me with that? Like, she said it's gonna. Oh, Tony said it's gonna be shiny. So
Yeah.
actually, Emily said Cobra Commander, and Tony said it's gonna be shiny. The retro Cobra Commander is not shiny unless he has a vac metal mask.
All
Are we
right.
gonna get a vac metal mask, or is he talking about battle armor? That's the debate.
All right. So
I think you're talking about battle armor.
I think battle armor.
So I wasn't doing clickbait, but you know, my best Joe buddy over there in that other channel. Now, shout out to Full Force, love you, but he was like, it's got to be the retro Commander. I just, you know, it has to be. He was jealous that we got the. No, I love Chris to death, but he's not wrong. We're getting the retro, you know, the one without the Mickey Mouse insignia, but
Yes.
it's not shiny. But would we get vac metal mask? That'd be cool.
That'd be
That'd
cool.
be badass. At least chrome it. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think it's battle armor.
Oh yeah,
What
I
does
think
the
it's battle
chat
armor, big time.
What-
But if they ever
what-
do another Cobra Commander like that, I wouldn't mind. You know, I mean, they're gonna do one like the Viper's helmet and do a vac metal. I don't know. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'll do The battle armor one's cool. Just give us a Fred 7 head with it too.
I mean,
I wish.
it's classic Cobra Commander. I do kind of think, again, with the too soon thing, I think doing a retro Cobra Commander is a little too soon from us getting the hiss last year. It's something that should come out next year. But again, they didn't know how long this was going to last or how long this was going to be successful. So you're competing with time. You don't know how long these things are going to be successful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
But let's dive into the HasLab.
Mm-hmm. I like it. I dig it.
What do you guys think the HasLab is going to be? I mean, there's a few rumors out there. We know what the biggest rumor is. But when I was thinking of the HasLab, I was leaning more towards, the song. We had land, air, and sea. So we've already gotten land with the hiss. We got air with the dragonfly. I'm leaning towards it's going to be something aquatic, and it's going to be Cobra again. So I was leaning towards, like, if you asked me at the beginning of the year and I had to give you my guess for the HasLab, it would be something like the hydrofoil, the moray.
Never heard of it. Just kidding.
That needs to be a
Nope.
HasLab, huh?
That
Huge.
would be a HasLab. That would make sense for a HasLab because of the size. If you're going with the theme of what they've given us already, we've already gotten land, we've already gotten air. This would cover sea. I don't know what your thoughts are on that, but this is HasLab material. What do you think, Tony?
I would think it's HasLab. It's big. It's a big freaking 1/12 scale moray. Man, it would be crazy because but I mean, people are still going to be saying Rattler, 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 but I don't know, man. I don't know. There's Bees. What's up, B?
Well,
Big
no,
Bobby
this
in the
is from
house.
earlier. This is
Oh, is
from
it?
earlier. Why
I
would he
missed
watch
him.
the replay if he's watching right now? Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I
Yeah.
got you.
Well, Bobby and I are usually on the same page, so I'm not surprised that was in there from earlier. That I know where the rumors are going, and I think that's a wish list, and I also think that's a waste of a HasLab, and we'll get to it. But this is what I think is appropriate. I think it's Cobra's turn. I think it's you got to go with C now. We already got the others. I don't know. I could be alone here. What's your
No, you're not. I've been saying this for a long time. It's a song to me. It's the fact that we got to go back to Cobra. But was interesting in the interview, I think, who was the one who asked it? Was it you who asked the question about how do you, or is it Tony? How do you, or maybe it was Spec? How do you pick HasLabs? Like what was that
I did.
question?
Yeah, that
You
wasn't
you did it. Right. You asked the question about
I asked all the cool questions.
yeah. Well, talk about that question actually and how they responded. Do you remember? If you
What do
don't,
they
I can
say?
try
They
to.
said, how do you pick a HasLab? You know what? Honestly, don't remember.
Well,
I'm not even gonna lie.
They honestly said something like we don't have any like actual formation. I think that might be one way to get people to not think it's easy to guess. But like, because they said, oh, just because we've done ground and air and we just did a GI Joe one doesn't mean it's going to be Cobra and C. And we're not by no means confirming anything. But I always
No, they're
thought
just
like
trying to
with
say
all
it's random. Yeah.
100% with all these aquatic characters we got two Cobra eels separates, like the same one, and they just re-released it. Torpedo, the soldier, the help me out, the Navy recon diver. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think we're gonna get something C in my opinion, but everyone else is thinking something else in there. So.
Well, I saw this one, and we'll lead into that. I think everybody knows that we're leaning towards the Rattler, but with the Raven as a tier unlock, but it's the second part of this comment that Dustin says that Lenny said no C yet due to cost. I don't know. But I guess we might as well just dive right into the Rattler since we have it up on screen here. This is the biggest rumor that's out there. I don't know if there's any validity to it. I think it's a wish list item. And I think, and you guys can quote me on this, and I could be wrong, but I think this is a waste of a HasLab. And what I mean is it's so iconic. It's just like the Vamp. It's going to sell on its own. It's actually not that huge of a vehicle. We're looking at the wingspan. But I think you could get away with selling this on its own as a Pulse exclusive. Later on offered as, like a Target Tiger Force version. I don't think this needs to be a HasLab. I think this sells itself as long as it's priced right. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I think it's if the Dragonfly is a HasLab, this thing is a HasLab. It's bigger than that helicopter.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's bigger. It's bigger. I mean, you go back to the 3 3/4 inch vehicles. I mean, it's a damn good. It should be bigger. This VTOL jet should be bigger than that helicopter. In real life, it's bigger.
So
let's ask Captain Action Man, or I'm saying his name wrong, but Plastic Fantastic is here in the chat. He made one.
Plastic Fantastic, yeah.
He made one. And this is classified scale.
it also looks like he made a terror drone.
I know,
Oh my
right?
God.
Which is actually another one of those saved comments we had from earlier. Right here from our friend Murphy here.
I still hope a future HasLab will be one half of a terror drone. Listen, I probably about this time last year, I was chatting with Lenny, and I said, hey, any way you can do the terror drone as a sectional piece that you order quarterly or every 6 months, and you build your terror drone. I mean, because some of those pieces are the same pieces. They can just be reused, right? You buy what you need and clip them together or whatever. But yeah, I agree with you,
Pants.
Yeah.
This is Plastic Fantastic that said that it's going to be the Rattler, but that's because he made one. So that whole thing when Tony makes a figure that comes out. So
Captain Action Pants wants that Rattler.
All right, so let's say it's the Rattler, because that's where everybody's leaning towards anyway. What's an appropriate price? Because I think you got to come in low, kind of like Giant Man. I think it's got to be a lower level HasLab. It shouldn't be.
Oh, you're killing me. I hate trying to price these. You guys go for it.
well, because they would probably, man, that's tough. So how much was the? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. People are only saying it's the hydrofoil. You could put many figures in there. This one only 2. You got the pilot and the gunner. So I don't know, but go ahead, Moody.
I'm kind of just looking at I saved a lot of the vehicle comments from earlier in the show because people went balls out on it, and then we were like, oh, screw you guys, we're talking figures. So some of them are still here, so I'd rather just save them the breath of having to repost it. But a ground crew with the Rattler, so that's how you expand the price. That's the thing. Sometimes it's not about the size of the vehicle, it's about what comes with it, right? So if you do a ground crew, a landing pad, a flight stand, once you start adding all these things, then you got like a full-on somewhat of a dream. But as HasLabs are supposed to be dream projects. So so far the His Tank and the Dragonfly are dream projects. Is the Cobra Rattler a dream project?
Yes,
it is.
The Rattler, that big big
dream
jet fighter. Yes,
Isn't
Yes.
that what scale would this be compared to the
I'm saying
dragonfly?
because it's bigger than the damn dragonfly, I think.
Listen,
He's-
I think I might be conveying or saying it wrong, but I think the reason why I don't think it's a HasLab and
Is
that
because
it's
you're
not a
crazier than
dream
shit and you're
project,
drinking again.
it sells itself. It already sells itself. It doesn't need to be a HasLab.
You sell yourself.
Oh, here's a comment. I don't know if you put this one up earlier. Did you?
I did not.
No, I did
Because we
not.
were talking about the moray, so I figured, we got some good diver heads with copperheads, so why
Yeah.
not get some? That makes sense. That's what I was saying earlier, right? We got all those, and right here we got. I love a moray.
I love a
Cobra, here's another
moray.
one. Cobra Rattler with Raven as a tier unlock. There you go. So that's how you build out the dream project if it comes with the Night Raven too.
What? Oh my
Just kidding.
god!
Just kidding. Night Raven's massive.
Make a freaking flag. Why don't you?
It'd be all over the hydrofoil, especially if they give it a nice water effect base. See, there you go. That too.
Which they did
There's-
with the
Thank you,
Fortnite
Carlo.
boat.
There you
They
go.
did that with the Fortnite boat. You can make these mid-tier vehicles with no problem,
Don't skip.
No,
There
I
you
know.
go.
I was clicking it while you did that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're always over clicking me.
As
I have a
as
Rattler
Warchat sent us
hydrofoil.
two-
But they're not that. I know, but that's 3 3/4 inch. Oh no, or did you make those, War Chest?
What is a Hattler hydrofoil?
No,
You mean
no,
a moray?
He has a
hydrofoil?
Rattler and he
He's
has
saying
a
I have a
hydrofoil.
Rattler, I have a hydrofoil. That you're not that big. Thank you.
That's because you made them.
Hydrofoil is a massive boat though. That is definitely a HasLab.
Well,
The moray.
Yes.
Yeah, I do think it's bigger. Listen, the Rattler. I don't think the Rattler is as big as
Thank you,
everybody
War
thinks
Chest.
it is. The wingspan makes it look bigger.
I don't know. Is there we have to do a subscription thing, right? Is that what we got to do?
Yes,
We got to start.
think
We got
so.
to come up with a Facebook page, and we got to do a subscription so people can have
I
their
need
like
to start
little
a
logo
Facebook
near them.
page.
Yeah,
We-
a lot
we
of
gotta
you
start
guys
all-
got to realize that AOL chat room and MySpace is still my speed.
Didn't KJ said he killed the Toy Kind of Mood Facebook page or something, or I don't know.
But that wasn't real. That was some like that's old school for me.
Oh,
Someone's
okay,
gonna get
okay.
mad about that, but it's true. It's just old. So what are you gonna do? But shout out to Plastic Fantastic. This is fantastic.
Yeah, there's a lot of great comments in here. I
I'm
like
like
this
so-
one.
I went
There
all
you
the way
go.
up.
The Rattler playability stinks.
Exactly. I agree. We need something with that swims in our bathtubs or takes up the whole bathtub.
Yeah, listen, they did the Fortnite boat. We know they can do those vehicles. I think when the Fortnite boat came out, it was $80, and then people were finding it in Ollie's for 15. So you could do those mid-tier vehicles with no problem. Up the scale a little bit, and we got our HasLab hydrofoil. I still don't think the Rattler needs to be an expensive HasLab. I think it's going to be the HasLab. I just don't think it needs to be a HasLab. It sells itself just like the Vamp did.
I'll be right back, y'all.
All right, yo.
So, what would you price this at, Trav?
The Rattler or the foil we're talking about? Oh, you at this? Well, because I think it would come with like a bunch of figures, a flight stand, all that stuff. How much was the Dragonfly? $3.99, $2.99. Do I have to look that up?
I feel like it was $2.99. Thank you, Blitz.
Oh,
My mom's over here too, and she's like, "My son is right."
It was $275, so the Rattler is probably going to be $275. I can't see them coming out with a HasLab cheaper and then Hasbro execs waving signing off on that. It would have to be, especially since increase in prices, like it would have to be the same or higher. There's no way they're going to have a cheaper HasLab. There's no
No,
way.
that's why you need to go bigger. And the Rattler's not as big.
Yeah.
Unless
No, I
you're
agree.
offering stuff like you said, like a stand. I think some, in the comments, a crew.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just
Unisex
think
location.
you don't need it. ASL.
No, it's too costly to make a retail for the Rattler. I probably agree, but it doesn't. Well, a lot of people said it's one of their dream projects, so I guess they shut me down.
Yeah, but
You know?
Matthew, I do agree. It's too costly to make retail. It's not too costly to throw up as a Pulse exclusive.
Here you go. Hey, what's up? 2020 Dustin. Dustin, don't worry. Cobra Rat. I love seeing new names. Cobra Rattler, TR Unlocks, Wild Weasel, Raven. They met Raven, not the Night Raven, the Raven, the female pilot. That's why we're like, that's Raven's massive. No, she isn't. We were talking about that. We're there like thinking, how do you have Night Raven as an unlock to a Rattler? Night Raven.
Speaking of Raven, go ahead, make her curvy. Women are all sizes. Let's do it.
Exactly. Let's go. Yeah, but yeah, if you come up with all these unlocks, 275, it's not enough for me. They're gonna, because based on the Dragonfly size, right? So it'd have to come with like a cool stand and like some effects or something. Yeah, I don't know. I'm way more excited by something in the water. Not like I have a lake. I live in LA. I'm in the valley. We're in the desert, man. I don't have any water. Actually, I do have a little like stream behind my in my like courtyard. I could definitely like take the moray down there. If it floats, I'm doing videos. I'm gonna pull a Baldy and get outside and do my my HasLab review that way. If you haven't seen, what was it? You were rolling down was it the Vamp or the His
The
tank?
Vamp, yeah.
The Vamp, yeah.
I got more footage of doing something like that, and it's hysterical.
Yeah, that's a hell of a review. You were one of the few guys who like did it later and scooted past everybody because you actually took it to another level.
That was a lot of fun.
Like, yeah, for sure. War Chest, we'll give you some love since you gave us like a lot of love. Rattler isn't that badass, but once you put it on the stand, blast effects, light, see the lights on that would be cool, right? Because
yeah.
So.
Right, and the HasLab, and that's what I mean. Like the Rattler is iconic; it's going to sell itself, Yeah. But if you're going to offer it as a HasLab, then you're right. It needs to have lights. It needs to have a stand. It needs to have. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. It has to have missiles firing with sound effects.
This thing's retail, bro.
That's the dumbest vehicle ever created in history of man.
But guess what? That dumb vehicle will sell.
People are,
as long as they price it right. Again, you got to price it right. So these mid-tier vehicles, if they price that less than the Vamp, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't offer the same thing that the Vamp does, so you could come in lower.
What did the Triple T stand for?
Triple threat.
Tag Team Terminator.
Tag Team Terminator.
Tag Team Terminator.
With little leather neck on the back.
Looking like Punk with toys.
Big Sergeant is a little bitty leather neck on the back.
There's Larry driving it right there. He's driving a Joe Fest right now with that's funny. Yeah, this thing is retail. Easy. Small.
Yeah, and you know what? Just like the Vamp, they don't need to do a big run. They know that the interest is there. And they're going to pick vehicles that they can reuse the mold. So they'll reuse this. Right? There was a Night Force version of it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of options out there.
The Night Raider thing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We got it? Cool.
It looks better black.
I agree.
Still dumb though.
Once you go black, you never go back. Trust me, I know.
You're getting killed in that driver's seat. That's unprotected. But that's all kinds of Joe and Cobra vehicles. You're always unprotected.
But they can't see him. It's at night. It's a dark vehicle. So
Yeah,
it'll be
these are
fine.
definitely not
They don't need-
OSHA approved.
They
Listen,
don't need a windshield.
this would be a huge Joe Fest, not Joe Fest, Yojo June thing. Is if they start to announce glow in the dark night force decals. I would love that.
Yeah, Shark is easy to get at retail too. But I agree. The Shark is like a super easy one. That's a good question, actually, Baldy, is what mid-sized vehicles that aren't repaints could we see that people have already, we don't need a million comments on it, but between us, like what are some of the like just pick one you think that's realistic. Like we got obviously the HMS, we got the Ferret, Vamp. Like what are some mid-sized vehicle? I think the Shark's a good one.
Skyhawk?
Sky Shark.
Yeah, Skyhawk's a good one.
Skyhawk, yeah.
Skyhawk.
Yeah.
Is like
There's so many. There's so many to choose from. It's just
Silver Mirage.
yeah, but do we need another motorcycle? We've already got the Ram.
I do. Oh, that the chrome one? That's crazy.
Yeah, there's just so many.
That is crazy. Look, I forgot about that chrome one. That's back.
Yeah, the Sky Patrol version.
I mean, the easiest one to me again goes back to the water, which is the Devilfish.
What up, Genghis? All up in here. Yeah, you cannot stand at attention piloting a Fang. Instant decapitation. Just like Batman and his that whirly bat.
You would die.
Oh, it's so cool though. It's so cool.
If you stand up and you hit your head on this thing.
And you're in trouble, you can't even eject, but they jumped out of it all the time in the cartoon.
All the time.
Yeah, they did. Everything that got shot and blown up, the pilot always survived.
So here's the thing. This is exactly what the team is competing with, is that people have 3D printers. We didn't have this as kids.
Nope.
So people can scan and kind of make the vehicles that they want. So maybe they skip over these mid-tier vehicles. But this is another iconic one. But I think you have to go see. So for me, it would be the Devilfish. That would be a fun one that's a mid-size vehicle.
Right. Let's answer this comment and then we'll show the Devilfish off. But this was addressed in the interview that we did. They're gonna definitely, they didn't say this, but they more than likely said we prefer play. So you can't play if you get a vehicle without a figure. So I think that's why they that came up when we asked them about creating new figures, which of course they did. What was it? Help me out here. Parthvama. This was part. I think Tony asked this question, right? Parthvama, the Cobra Scout, and the zombie dude. Help me out, the Walmart.
The mole rat.
Yeah, the mole rat. So I think every time they have a chance to create a character. So say some of these vehicles don't come with, obviously the Ferret, we got the Scout, but some of these vehicles don't come with characters. They're going to create their own because they can just reuse molds, add a cool helmet, add a new piece to make it their own and give it a name. They gave Parthvama, like, we don't even know if the Cobra Scout has a name yet because we haven't gotten the vehicle. Right. But then again, in the description, it probably would have been there, right? And the Hasbro Pulse page, like someone would have saw a name. Yeah.
Right. And you could do something like the Night Landing, right? And offer a generic troop builder.
Mm-hmm.
Night Landing is awesome. Just stick some eels in there and call it good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Devilfish.
So the Devilfish
We're talking about the
popular
one earlier on.
That's a popular one. Yeah.
I just make us a wetsuit. I mean, I made one, but please make an official one, and you put Hawk Beachhead wetsuit on there. You just recreated that G.I. Joe comic book cover.
So I think if if it's the Moray, then this becomes even more of a reality because of that. Remember, they're the ones they control the narrative, right? There's Energon universe in comics. There's the movies that we don't know what's going to happen with that. There's no animated series. So right now, Classified's telling their own story. So if they come out with a HasLab, we're going to get support for that, just like the His Tank, right? So we got a lot of support with 788 and then the HMS. This would be a support vehicle, right, guys?
Absolutely.
Yes, a badass vehicle. Open cockpit again, but it's badass.
Well, also, if we got the Vamp, right? And then the 4-wheel vehicle that we got for Cobra was the Ferret. So they all complement each other, right?
Yeah.
I mean, the Tiger Paw was just a stupid drop. They dropped that by accident. I think that was totally mishandled. And that was more, I think it was Target that did that. But you do the Moray, you get the Devilfish for the Joes, right? It's the opposite of what we got for the Vamp versus the Ferret. I don't know. I'm just kind of rambling, but yes, thank you, TK. That's exactly what I'm saying. You do the Rattler with one figure, Wild Weasel.
Obviously.
You could sell that at retail or Pulse. My guess was about 170, 175, but you could do it at 150. But if you want lights, if you want a stand, if you want all those extras, yes, I could see it being a lower tier HasLab. Only the larger play set and the big boys Night Raven Sky Striker.
Or HasLab, he means. Yeah.
Okay.
I agree. Yeah,
I agree with that too. You got to go big.
Night Madsen. What am I missing? I'm way up.
That was funny, Night Madsen.
Yeah, no, you just.
You're laughing at what I said. I was actually serious. I was like,
I know, but that was funny because I put it up there, and you're like, Night Madsen. Good night, Matthew.
Will laugh at anything.
We're
not even
I'm
drinking.
sorry, I do. I laugh at every freaking
Aren't we
thing.
sober tonight? Oh, you're drinking Baldy. I'm drinking Topo Chico.
This is apple juice.
Yeah, okay.
Lies.
Triple T is almost guaranteed. And then I think Paul was like, oh, yeah, right here. Here it is. It needs a fucking canopy.
That's right, baby.
Slaughter, zero-turn lawnmower tank sucks. What a plastic mercenary. That's a cool-ass picture, man. That's dope. I love it.
Yeah, it's like Forrest Gump out there cutting the lawn.
Yeah, exactly.
That's funny.
Sergeant Gump.
Yeah.
What's up,
right,
Lawrence?
So, yeah.
Lawrence has entered.
So what other let's here we go. He's been talking to his boyfriend Toy Ken all night. Headed to bed. Night. Good night, Lawrence.
Headed together?
Probably.
Hey, I don't judge.
I don't judge either.
2024. Who cares?
They're prepping for the Joe Fest panel.
Stay woke.
Night.
We should switch.
Here you go.
Switch gears, literally. We should switch gears out of the HasLab stuff, though. Like,
yes,
I think
we've been going all night on HasLab. It's badass. 91 people in the chat. Thank you guys.
I know, right? We want to go to bed and like more people. That's how our show is.
Yeah, guys. Thanks for showing up. Now we're going to talk about our hatred for this one. Never mind. We'll hold that for next week.
No. We're talking about Tarkin again.
All right. There you go. Let's roll through a few comments and then we'll get out of here. Wish they would reissue. This is what you talked about earlier, Baldy. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, Brian, I agree with you. I wish they would reissue Cobra Troopers infantry like Black Series, the Stormtroopers. So somebody else made a comment earlier. I think it was Liquid Identity about would they re-release these characters? I think they should. I mean, Cobra Troopers at this point are how many years old? Probably 3 years old. 3, maybe. Yeah. Around 21 they came out. and then infantry followed right behind. People want those figures outside of the Python Patrol colors, right? So they want to go back to the basic blue. They want to build up their army builders. This would be a smart one, but I do think it should be a refresh. I think they need to get a new buck, get rid of the pins.
Agreed. We need a retro Cobra Trooper badly. Like we have all these retro figures and not the Cobra Trooper, which is like, you know, like it's about as OG as it gets. Like what the hell? So I agree with that. And I agree with this. We've had over 100 people at a time watching at one point. If you it's Baldy and Tony, and I'm just here to hang out. But you guys are killing it. And if you guys like the show and like the Yo Joju preview, the Joe Fest preview, all that stuff, like the show. If you're new, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. I hate saying it, but we have to. So cool.
Yeah, and I'll just jump to Frank real quick, kind of supporting it. 3-pack of Troopers, just like the Viper pack. I'm surprised that the Viper pack came out before a 3-pack of the Troopers, and it would complement the Valkyries.
Yes, it would.
Agreed on there.
Yeah.
You writing a book, Tony? What are you doing?
Yeah. Family bull.
Newer collectors have an army of nothing but officers. I agree with that. The officers are cool looking, though.
Yeah. So have we covered the whole spectrum
I'm ready for
for
some Resolute designs?
Yeah, Resolute designs, but we covered
customizing.
Energon, we covered comics, we covered Resolute, we covered the HasLab, we've covered the next figures coming out. What are we missing?
I like this one. I think we all prefer that.
Yep.
It's so funny. As kids, we were like, those were all peg warmers, the women, and now they feel like we need them more than the men.
We need more of them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. I'm looking at a list right now of like what's coming out. I don't have it memorized, but yeah, I think we've gone over these things to death on other shows. We went over the Cobra Commander. And then the rest are all those code names, and I just leave that stuff up to Diagnostic 80. I'm not messing with like freaking Scrappy and Buttercup and Scooby and Shaggy and Blossom and all that Smurfetta and Gargamel and all. I'm not touching that stuff.
Sarvin Savage.
Not covering that either.
There will be no Sergeant Savage.
I think that's another episode.
We should relay this information because we have more people watching now, slightly more people watching now than earlier. But we talked about Joe Fest. We're all going to Joe Fest and we're doing a panel. And we went into detail earlier. Just rewind or go through, and you'll see the slide as you go through, skim through. You'll see it, Joe Fest. Go through and we talk about the different things with Joe. If you guys are going to Joe Fest, let us know in the comments, and then leave a comment in the video. And we'll know if you're going, and we'll try to meet up and link up because we may be doing some offsite stuff. Baldy's gonna host that, right? Offsite stuff and maybe some after parties or whatever. So yeah,
guys, shoot me a message via Instagram if you guys are interested in doing something fun outside of Joe Fest. We're all going to be there for 4 days. I have no problem kind of corralling and saying this is where we're going to be. Come join us. Let's have some fun. I mean, we're all in this community.
We still got it here. We actually promoted your show, but you decided to talk to Ken from Barbie Movie all night instead of talking to us. So, you know, that we promoted your show, Punk, for tomorrow to talk about Ed. And you could see, I don't see a Punk with toys on that poster on the left. I see a toy kind of mood, though. Big and shiny.
But Lawrence, yes, everybody's booked. We're gonna have.
I got a room with these two guys. I got a room with Travis and Punk. They're gonna be at each other's motherfucking throats.
Well, thank God it's a suite. We'll put Punk in the living room portion, and then
That's right.
we got the
That's
giant.
right.
2 giant beds. Yeah. Oh, we got a comment from Eben. Rattler's a dream. So yeah, we're getting a lot of dream. A lot of people think the Rattler is a dream. So I wasn't so sure about that, but all right, good to hear.
Yeah.
It's larger than the Dragonfly in his tank. So Tony was right. Baldy, you said it was smaller. Tony said it was bigger.
It's bigger. That's what she said. That's what she told me.
Oh, you know, I think Eben, I've seen Eben's name a few times. He does the SoCal show, right? Eben, you can kind of say yes or no.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about earlier, actually, and I forgot to put that up. I'm glad Evan's here. Yeah, he reached out to me, dude. Temecula is really far. I don't know if I can make it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the odds are, but we could promote the show.
Look, you see what Frank put?
That's not it. That's not the right one. I don't think.
Punk is short. He can fit in the kitchen cupboard.
I'm not. No comment. That's funny though.
That's what she said, dude.
I'm trying to find it. Is it the West Coast show?
Thank you.
No, that's Burbank. That's Burbank. What about this Temecula one? Eben, what's the name of the
It's the SoCal show.
Yeah, but when I don't think they updated their Instagram. I'm gonna have to go to Facebook.
Eben, if you're still watching, this is your chance to kind of correct us in the comments. But yeah, there's a lot of love here for the Rattler. I love the Rattler. I want the Rattler. I just don't think it needs to be a HasLab. I think it sells itself.
But I think everything sells itself because we're all Joe fans. We're all going to buy it all.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All right, this is it right here, I think. So this is what I was talking about earlier. Man, this is Glenda's buddy. Glenda's buddy.
Right. So the cleverness here. Yeah. So this was in Brazil, I believe. And I could be wrong, but it was a reuse of Stalker back in the day. And what they did was they did a lighter skinned Stalker that was from South America. Yeah. And this was the character here. And I'm pretty sure the original came with a parachute.
Never knew this existed.
How cool is this though, huh? I mean, maybe I will have to drive 3 hours to get my hands on this.
My
really
question
is going to be 3 hours away.
One of the biggest things I want in classified line, because I'm a large child, is a working parachute. Does that parachute actually work, or is it for photography reasons?
Let's see. I'm looking through the pictures. He's talking to dude. Does he understand?
Get it and throw that shit off the freaking roof.
Yes, I want to do that.
Like Emily did. Here we go. Embassy Suites, Hilton, Temecula. Man, if you guys were in Burbank, I'd go. It'd only be a 30-minute drive from here, 20 minutes. They're way out in Wine Valley country.
Yeah,
Eagle Force is going to be there. Jamie Sullivan, shout out to him. He did that awesome G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero 300 cover with all those figures. Remember, like 1,000 characters on
yeah. Oh, that was Jamie.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I believe that was Jamie, yeah. Looking good. Man, this is going to be good. Good stuff. Cool. I'm glad we saw Eben in here so I could promote it.
Yeah, I think he was in and out just like a bad date, but yeah, in and out. I highlight or I start a comment, but I'm on another part of the page here. Do you see that last starred comment at the bottom?
I don't. Oh.
Travis fucking Moody.
That is Travis fucking Moody.
Travis fucking
With some
Moody.
respect
I got
on
nothing
his
else,
name.
guys. It's almost 3 hours. I think we did what
I'm done.
We did. We previewed like every G.I. Joe figure and vehicle ever. No, it's not. We previewed the next 7 Yo Joe Jones tonight. I think.
Look, other people want a parachute. Would you guys go out to the park and play with a parachute with your figures?
We have a park across the street.
I
so
have a
sure.
I have a
Yeah.
green belt right here. I'll throw it all kinds of crazy. Me either, Genghis. I never heard of that son bitch till today either.
Ice-T.
I've heard of
G.I.
them
Joe.
before. You know,
Really?
Jeremy Kimberlin follows all those like those, you know, like Quarrel and Glenda and all that stuff.
Fucking
Yeah, that's a
DJ.
good idea. That's a great idea. I have an early meeting tomorrow.
Yeah.
I gotta
This is
get up
funny,
and
right
be at
here.
work at 6.
But actually, so next week, you guys all have a break because everybody watching this probably won't watch because we're gonna do X-Men 90. No, but actually X-Men 97's hot and a lot of Joe fans love it. So next week will be our X-Men 97 spoiler session, and we'll go over wish list for that wave 3. That's some figure 6-pack. You brought it up. You were actually the one right here. Right here, figure 6-pack. Right up. Can we sing the Moray song before we close out? I don't even know what that is. Do you?
Is he like rare now that Wolvie? No one can find him.
It's hard to
I
get.
have like 8 of these. I'm gonna make a Wolverine X-Men 97 shirt.
You ready to sing the song?
You're probably gonna
When
let
the
me buy
moon
one
hits
off.
your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a Cobra Moray hydrofoil. There
Nice.
you go. Cool. We did it. We did some singing.
Hold
All
on,
right, we're outta here.
Jeremy jumped in. He said you rang.
You rang.
All right. Let's say bye somehow. God,
Guys.
Baldy.
Listen, we want to see you at Joe Fest. We have a lot of content still coming up. We're all going to be presenting different things throughout June leading up to Joe Fest. And guys, if you're going to Joe Fest, there's plenty of time. Reach out to me over Instagram. We will figure some sort of meetup and we'll have some fun. So if you're down, I'm down. These guys are down. We'll have some fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be all right. You'll be fine. You know, it's good. Maybe I'll sit in the hotel room and
be
read
great.
a book. Yeah. Have a milk, read a book.
You're going to read a book while we're all hanging out.
Perfect. Yeah, like the show tonight, please help see all that crazy YouTube stuff. And if you're new to the channel and you like G.I. Joe and all that, subscribe. So that's it. That's all we got. We were just hanging out tonight. It was fun.
Yeah, it was
Baldy
nice and
locks,
simple.
Baldy's
And
big, what kind of mood
yeah. Yeah.
and all that.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.